Georg is acting like the U.S. government. I don't know how I feel about this, but what I do know is that our show, now sponsored by the U.S. government because it's silently watching us, is going to be, to quote my best friend over here, Taliban-tastic. I am Silver. This is WWE Summerslam 2020, the Electric Boogaloo prediction experience. I am joined by 4 awesome people, including a man who... Actually, do you want me to... I'll introduce you first, and I'll ask you if you want to give spoilers for things that have happened recently for you. The legendary celebrity interviewer himself, Mr. Petey's awesome guest panel.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. It's great to be back here. And yeah, I don't mind sharing the news. Recently became a married man, so things are very beautiful. Life is beautiful.
Mazel tov, Mr. Bond.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your...
No, anytime, man.
Speaking of part of the... Probably the best dancer at that event, Mr. Christopher Patty.
Thank you. I would have actually gotten down on the floor just as much theater, and if not more, if I didn't have any stuff in my pockets. A lot of it I was actually keeping for my girl. And I'll tell you, DDP.
And special shout out to Christopher Patty's Echo Machine from the 1970s for making his audio that much more interesting tonight.
Yeah, I'm in the restroom right now, so that's why you're hearing an echo.
Gotcha. Next up, no matter which side of the coin this person represents, the one constant truth is that they are awesome. Soros.
Hello. I don't have any coins.
Congratulations on being poorer than me. This is fantastic. Last but not least, my venerable, always there co-host, master of mischief, booker of excellence in NCWF, and probably one of the greatest people I've ever known, Mr. Cloud 9999999.
I'm not gonna lie, Silver. I was about to roast you, but that was the most genuine intro you've ever given me on the show, and you actually warmed my heart on that one. So, like,
but not enough to avoid the roast. Do it, bitch.
All right. So where you messed up is you should have said we're back by popular demand because we got canceled. The last show we did was Elimination Chamber, and then that was just so bad that we got off air. That it's been literally like 6 months, and now we're back to doing prediction shows.
See,
So
this is why I keep you around. You keep me honest. You keep us. You keep us going in the right direction. Because we were fucking taken off the air.
Mm-hmm.
But that was only because our recording equipment, brought to you by the U.S. government, was horrendous.
Are you sure it wasn't China's fault?
No. Yes. Maybe. I don't know.
Super Dragon.
No, but like, all right. So, story time with Silver. I'll make this quick. We recorded both nights of WrestleMania prediction, including night 1 where I was not there, and night 2 where I was the surprise guest star because people weren't expecting me to show up. We had so many issues with the recording thing that we used, we were not able to edit and upload either part. And we did a reaction to the Night 2 main event. And that recording fucked up too.
And that'll be forever lost in history unless we can restore that. Because
Yeah.
we have the files, but like
We have the files. We just don't have the technology.
which is
Thanks,
why
U.S. government.
which is why we need all the sponsorships. So what I'm saying is that you got to say back by popular demand. So
Backed by popular demand is right. Thank you for keeping me honest.
hey,
Now,
that's what I do.
that's what I do, and let's do this. We have 2 nights, 12 matches to go.
Can I say something before we? Yeah, because I feel like I know the
Absolutely.
formula. So what I think they did on night 1 and night 2 is they basically, when the match got announced, they put it on there, and that's the order. Like it's order by announce, not order of like placement on the card. So what I'm thinking is we do 6 and work our way to 1, because I feel like they put the better matches in the last 3 spots. And
So you think the main event is going to be number 1?
let me just double check that real quick.
Because I highly doubt.
Let me double check. Hold on. Me being unprofessional, I don't have this shit open. Okay, no, but if you look at the other 2, like if we're doing night 1 first, we're gonna like work our way. So like basically what I'm saying is like
Yes, start 6, 5, 4, then we'll figure out the other 3.
Yeah, no, and then we do 3, and then we do 2, and then we do 1, and then 6, 5, 4, 3, and then yeah. And if you look at what number 1 is, that's probably the granddaddy of them all, because this company fucking would want that to be night 2's main event.
Oh, I'm so glad this match is on the card, but we'll get to it. Okay.
I'm happy for you, Silver, but like, because I'm looking at this card and I'm like, I know this shit's gonna be better than WrestleMania, and the matches are probably gonna deliver, but like, why do I care? But we'll get to that when we get to that.
Well, we won't get to
Honestly,
what I'm talking about until night 2.
WWE is a product. I feel like there's sort of been a slow return to the territory days, because we're getting a lot of other products that people are actually more willing to watch. More people are actually gravitating to AEW because WWE has gotten too close to Trump, and that's actually he cringed to like a certain portion of that audience.
Yeah,
That's insane if that's actually true.
no, it's true. It's true.
Very true.
Yeah.
And it's not just the only reason why Mick Foley.
Yeah. Hey, I'll say this though. He's living his life though, because I saw that clip where he was doing that backstage interview. Like, bless that man. Like, if y'all know, like, he was interviewing 2 hot women, and like he was, bro. I'm gonna say it, bro.
He did that bow wow.
Yeah, basically they told him.
I was looking at Instagram just a bit.
Oh, yeah. So what happened, Chris? Because you actually watch the show. Like, what was it?
And so yeah, he was actually interviewing the 2 women's tag team champions of AEW. I want to say that they're like Valkyrie themed or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm sort of just like a little bit lost right now on the continuity of AEW. Yes, I follow Orange Cassidy. Yes, I follow Tony Storm. And yeah, there's just also like some of the segments I still follow with MJF.
Yeah, I think what it is ultimately, like, as much as I love shitting on AEW, they're not doing good booking choices, but they're producing good matches, and that's what's gravitating their crowd. Like, I don't know if they're telling any particular good story right now, but even though they're going into I'm assuming their big show, because they always do their big show at the summer. So
yeah, and when I was actually at the AEW event that was here in Portland, I chanted whenever Tony Khan made an appearance to the fans, "Cocaine King! Cocaine King!"
I'll admit though, the only reason why I'm like, yo, AEW is kind of like catching my attention is like the Edge and Christian shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it. Like, Edge is looking good. Like I need that guy back in the East so bad.
Yeah,
Well-
it's like some of the old talent from WWE, and also just like being part of the roster and being part of the fun.
And also
That's
for, like,
also
the one-
entertaining. I can appreciate that Mick Foley's there, that Edge and Christian are there, that Jericho's still there.
Yeah. But for like the one time, like if I were to interrupt you, for the one time I do want to see the Hardys and Edge and Christian, because I feel like time is ticking. Like I want to get that like at these versions of themselves because we know they can still go if they were to do like a TLC match or something. So
Absolutely. And that's actually one of the more shining qualities right there of AEW itself. But yeah, like you were also saying, the booking is still bad.
yeah, like really bad, like really bad. Like I don't even want to like what they did with MJF. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Like I feel like that man, he needs to find his way. I don't know how he's gonna find his way up, but he needs to find something. But
But if MJF is doing his own booking too, I suppose, or is that the case? What's going on with him?
no, I don't think it is. I think the guy who's running the company just doesn't know how to like he needs to hire somebody that can actually tell compelling stories. In his mind, he's like, no, this is my action figure company. I'm gonna do everything. No one's gonna tell me what to do.
At
It's like,
least, thank God, he never hired Vince.
yeah, I'll give.
I mean, that'd just be a surefire way to really tank his product.
Yeah, but you could have got Jim Cornette. Even Jim Cornette might-
Speaking of things that are produced by
First match.
what was his name?
Vince
The
Russo.
guy, Vince Russo, and not knowing how to do continuity very, very well. The first match on our card for night 1, 6-woman tag team match. The Bella Twins and Paige versus Fatal Influence, JC Jane, Laney Reed, and Fallon Henley. Now, I may be a little slow. I may not. I I may not follow the product 100% of the time, but last I checked, once upon a time, many years ago, weren't Paige and the Bella Twins like in a blood feud with each other, where like one group stole the clothes of another and made her run around naked or some shit like?
Yeah, that was yes.
Funny how things work out, especially in the world of wrestling.
Like Silver, you were still in your prime when that was happening. Like, come on.
I reached my prime. When did this?
No, like I'm saying, like what, like 40, 50, like you're good, like around that time frame. Like now you're like what, 69 or something. Like
I'm 6'7". 6'7".
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. See, we're gonna lose sponsorship, Silver. We're gonna get canceled again. Don't do
My 2 cents on the setup of this.
Yeah, go ahead, start, Patty. You first.
So, say what now?
You
Go ahead, you first.
So it's a case of like nostalgia meets the current women's division. The returning icons look to put a halt to Fatal Influence's attempt to take over the division. Now, how I think it could play out: hot crowd reaction for the returns. The heels will isolate Paige for a long heat segment, keeping the crowd hungry for hot tags to Nikki and Brie. How I think it might finish: the Bella Twins and Paige. A classic pop finish. Nikki delivers maybe the Rack Attack 2.0 to secure the nostalgic victory for a Minneapolis crowd. And that just gives the fans a massive feel-good moment early in the show. That's
Sorry, you got anything to say?
I don't know. I do want to say Fatal Influence do more, but yeah, I don't know. My favorite member is probably Fallon Henley for good reasons.
That's a good pick.
good reasons.
but yeah.
He said.
And I want to see her pop off, to be honest. I'm not really on the old JC Jane train.
Nope.
Mm.
I don't know. I think I've always liked Fallon more. So I want to see her, step up, and I want Fatal to do some things because they've been representing in NXT a bit.
Who do you want to see Fallon?
Who do I want to see Fallon fan? Personally, fan probably.
Yeah, I like that.
Because we like Brie in this country.
In this
She married.
economy, yeah.
She married.
I took his whole moveset, yep.
Yeah, so 1-1. It's about to be 2-1. Because I kind of agree with Patty. And it's probably going to go to the Bella Twins and Paige. But I kind of want to see if I refresh my memory, Cloud. What's Bree's finish?
The Bella.
Okay, so I kind of want to see a spot where all three of them have one member of Fatal Influence and like hit their finishes at the same time. So the Bella Buster, the Rack Attack, and the Rampage, like all at the same time, and then Paige as the legal person gets the pin on, I'll say, Laney Reed for the win for the Bella Twins.
I'm happy you said that so you didn't break Sora's heart with that.
No, because I don't want to see Fallon get pinned, and I don't think they would pin JC Jane. So that just leaves one.
You'd be surprised.
And
That's always it.
After the match, just so that we can go back to the fun times of old. Have the Bella Twins attack Paige. Let them feud amongst themselves.
I don't know.
One last time. That's all I got to say.
Interesting. Who's
I would say the best opinion for last. So Pete.
I want to see Fatal Influence go over on the Bellas and the Page. I first of all, I fucking hate the Bellas. I'm not a fan of theirs. And B, it's time for the new generations to finally make a rise. Let's get fucking rid of these fucking fossils already. And before Sylvie, you asked me what be detailed about this. I don't care how it is. I want to see fucking arrogant Nikki take the pin. I don't care who it is. It could be Fallon, it could be anybody. It could be JC. I don't care. But the pin has to be Nikki.
Okay.
I'm not against the new blood really getting a rise here.
No, it's more like, come on. Like, first of all, it's like, stop relying on nostalgic act. We're all sick and tired of this. Come on, build new stars already.
Already Hall?
Yeah, Hall of Fame is great, but you know what? We could have a TNA 2010 again for that. I love AEW. I don't get me wrong. There are stuff in AEW I'm a big fan of, but we can have that as well. We can have WCW. Why not?
Yeah.
And the fans really took
Okay. Also, by the way, Patty. And also, like, let's be honest here. How many WWE legends were in the Attitude Era? I mean, aside from the Undertaker, Stone Cold was being a star. The Rock was being a star. Triple H was becoming a star. Kane was becoming a star. Mark Henry was becoming a star. Ken Shamrock. I mean, you didn't see any Hogans or fucking Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
No, you know what's funny? They were using legends like
a lot of the old talent was pretty much either leaving or getting fired.
Or going to WCW.
Or like a surprise return at the Royal Rumble. Because I still think about the Mr. Perfect one. That shit is fire as fuck. Mr. Perfect came back. Dude, he was about to win that Rumble too. Y'all
But you know what? But Pika, he gets a pass though, because you know what? At least the guy never had an opportunity to fight for the WWE title. Hogan has many opportunities for that.
Facts. And he wasn't a Hall of Famer at that point. So
Kurt Hennig gets a pass.
hell yeah. He was about to win, though.
The few wrestlers who managed to stay on from the Golden Age into the Attitude Era was Gold.
Gold does.
Yeah, and even though he was actually supposed to have like a major feud that was supposed to happen, and unfortunately the other guy died, and that entire idea got scrapped, and he had to go into a whole new direction with his character. And after that, he became sidelined as a jobber, and just went downhill from there. Eventually, he did come up with the like stuttering or like Tourette syndrome gimmick after the electric shock, and he was an odd couple like
Booker
tag
T.
team partner with Booker T. So
Yeah.
there was also that. But he could have gotten a lot further in his career if his partner was alive. Well, if his like feuding partner was alive.
Right. But no, I wholeheartedly agree with what Pete's saying. It's like WWE's relying too much on the nostalgia and not actually creating stars. And I think that's like a lot of reason why I'm just so disassociated with the product right now, because I'm a avid NXT watcher and I see how great these people are. And when they go to the main roster, I'm telling you, what they're doing is 1 out of 7 become successful. Like they will nerf the fuck out of you if you're the other 6. But if you're that 1 out of that 6, you actually have a successful career. And I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. We'll find out later on tonight if that fate befalls a certain somebody.
It's a repeat.
Hey, we'll see. But I'll let you know who's actually successful on this card and who's actually floundering. But ultimately, I do agree with the consensus of Fatal Influence winning, because they're the new stars. You want to make them a dominant faction. They're your tag team champions. Who cares with Nikki Bella came back? You know, fucking have them win. And then you can tell even like a grander story where it's kind of like, oh, okay. Like we lost because of, it might have been, Paige's fault type of thing, some type of miscommunication. You had the Bellas turn on Paige. You got a program right there. It's like, so what's up we're saying basically, but like, instead of having them win, yeah.
Yeah, he could do it either way.
That makes more sense. So
yeah, it makes more sense to do it that way if you want to do it immediate. If you want to have the turn happen in the future, then they could win, they could lose, but immediate turn, they have to lose.
Yeah, and just for shits and giggles, they have Laney get the pinfall. Because what the hell? No. That's funny as fuck.
On the flip side, as someone who actually likes redemption stories and hopes to have one himself, I'm all for the Bellas and Paige actually like having their moment in the sun, the one that they lost the opportunity to have back in the mid-2010s. What was it?
Right.
Because like life happened, and Paige got fired for what? I guess trying or speaking about a union on her podcast or something like that.
Oh yeah, he's talking about the AJ Lee thing.
Because the word union is just a cardinal sin in the wrestling industry, especially if you work under Vince McMahon. And fuck him for finally being gone. And I hope, even though this whole thing is now like gone to an arbitration, he's still not coming back to WWE.
Give it time.
Yeah, we'll see. Never say never, especially with.
Yeah, it's never seen.
Unless the person's dead.
Yep. Anyway,
And even then, you could have someone else put on a costume. Look what happened with Dorothy.
exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someday, like WWE will like utilize cloning and have clone wrestlers of dead.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
They already used cloning.
Danhausen. Very evil, very nice. Very evil, very nice. Even though that's not even proper cloning, sorry. Like, I'm telling you, that's not even proper.
Well, hey, maybe Danhausen could probably like come up with a clone for Chris Benoit. Wouldn't that?
Crispin. Oh.
Oh no! Don't tell that to Paul.
I have.
What's Paul Heyman's prediction?
Well, Benoit used to be part of EC.
Damn it. One of the greatest brands of all time, right there. Right? So.
Yep. I mean, so is Eddie Guerrero.
Hell yeah.
They were in ECW before they went to WCW, I believe.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I say make fucking Danhausen the Catalyst for bringing back ECW. Why the fuck?
On the Sci-Fi Network, Silver?
Welcome back, ECW housing.
Oh my god. All right, what's the next one?
But no. Speaking of people getting their payback and it being well deserved. Next up, we have a singles match, and one that I personally wouldn't have seen coming, but I'm kind of glad it's happening, just because I really want to see what this guy is actually capable of doing. The Ring General, Gunther, versus, surprise, surprise, SmackDown General Manager, Nick Aldis, in a singles match that probably should be no holds barred or like Extreme Rules or something where like anything is allowed. Because this is a borderline blood feud if I've seen one really.
Imagine you just have a technical match.
Hey, it's not the first time a general manager's gotten a wrestling match.
It won't be the last time either.
Yeah, but it's probably but it's probably going to be the first time where the general manager is actually competent in the ring.
Oh,
unlike Eric Bischoff. Sorry.
Oh, back.
Because
So he's pretty much doing it, dude.
that match with Stone Cold, as fun as it was, he was not very.
Hey, it was better than Pat and Vince at Mania 38. So
True.
We're back.
who's going first on this?
So when are we getting Adam Pearce versus Nick Aldis and Raw vs SmackDown?
Never.
95.
Never.
Should I go first on this one, or
No, we'll alternate the order if we goes first. Pete.
I'm gonna go with Nick Aldis because I feel like it's his first match back. Why is he gonna lose on his first match back? I could see him having like maybe a series match with Gunther, but I don't see Aldis losing his first match back.
What do you think the finish is going to be?
I don't know exactly what his finisher move is called though, but I'm gonna say that would be the finish.
Okay.
well, I don't think Gunther is going to get himself buried here. So we look at like how Aldis is facing the ultimate test of physical punishment in Gunther. So I'm thinking it's going to be a throwback, hard-hitting clinic. Aldis brings back old-school fundamental wrestling and ring presence, but Gunther's brutal chops and mat dominance will dictate the just overall pace. Aldis will get a strong comeback sequence to prove he hasn't lost a step. But I think Gunther's going to win. He's an untouchable force in big match singles action. He puts Aldis away cleanly via submission or powerbomb. But Aldis just gains instant respect from the crowd for taking the ring general to his limits. At least that's how I think it's going to.
Interesting.
For the love of God, don't make it a sleeper hold. For the love of God, because sleeper hold finishes are done. They were ruined by Jey Uso.
Oh no.
And if he can do a Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart type of thing where he actually like never submits but passes out ultimately, that would be a good finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as long as Gunther doesn't use the sleeper hold to do it, I'm fine. he's got many other submissions he can.
This motherfucker just wants to see the walls of Jericho, bro. Like, yeah, come on now, Silver. Like, just say it. You're lying to him. You want to see the lying to him again? Just say it.
No, I want to see a regular sharpshooter. Fuck that.
You know damn well you don't do that shit, bro.
He has to dig deep into his well because of how far Nick Aldis is pushing his shit. This could be the perfect time to debut something like the sharpshooter.
Yeah, but you got to be goated to use a sharpshooter, though. Like, come on, that's
He is.
No, he's not.
he's just like a lower rung of goat.
No, I feel like he lost a lot of stock to the person that he was like a year ago. If I'm being complete.
That's why he's a lower rung goat instead of a high rung goat.
Like he's lower in the pecking order right now, even more so than when he tapped out to Jey Uso at WrestleMania. You know,
Him tapping out to Jey Uso did irreparable damage.
no, what's irreparable damage now is this guy can't buy a win, and he's just losing, and he's complaining, and he's just a run of the mill, just fucking vanilla person on the roster. He barely even got a spot. Look at the spot he's on SummerSlam. He was in championship matches. Now he's fighting GMs. So like, I'm not trying to hear like, oh, like irreparable damage. No, like irreparable damage was it's now. Like he's a bum. I hate to say it, but you know sometimes.
Hey, but you know what? I gotta rep my country, so I gotta support Gunther.
You know damn well he ain't American.
No, but he's
Hey,
or German adjacent.
hey, if that's the case, it's over here. I'm gonna keep this simple because I already know what WWE's gonna do, and I know how I'll do it. How WWE?
It's just like how I would have to support Nunzio because he's.
No, but you know Nunzio has more charisma than Gunther. Like, come on, Nunzio, you want to see Nunzio win?
Correct.
Yeah, come on. Man.
But yeah, as you.
This is just basically gonna be like copy and paste. When Gunther had that match with Pat at Backlash a year ago, or whatever. He basically like he was dominating the fuck out of Pat, and then basically Pat just put belt to ass on him, unironically, and it was about to win. Like what the fuck? It was fucking Pat that was about to beat you, buddy. You're like, what the fuck? And it's cool because Pat was cool at that time for him, you know. So with Nick, I think it's gonna be
before he became paid DLC for a WWE game and ruined his reputation with fans.
That's not what it was. We all know what ruined Pat at the end of the day, and that's why he's not here with us anymore. We all know what did it, so stop playing around. Don't mention no paid DLC shit. All right. All right. So I can only see this, going one way where it's like I already mentioned the Gunther winning thing. It's gonna be like a pass out situation with Saber hold because this guy doesn't have the balls to do any other submission. But it would be really cool to see, Nick actually, pull the ultimate upset because A, former wrestler, B, former great wrestler. Because we're not gonna act like none of us watched TNA back in the day, man. We know how great that is.
What was his name?
Man, that's all I'm gonna say, man. Brutus Magnus. Yeah.
Okay.
Go to that theme song, by the way, too. If he comes out to that theme song, I might lose my shit. I promise.
He fucking.
Dude, if I show you a snippet of it, you're gonna be like, "What?" Yeah, that's who he was. But no. But what sucks ultimately is I don't know what they're gonna do coming out of this because it's like, oh, you have Gunther win, he beat up a GM, he just goes back to the GM role and just fucking like la-di-da-di-da. Or you have like Nick win, he beats Gunther, then what? He just resumes his role as like GM and just continues. Like it's just, they're doing this match just to give Gunther a match on the card, and it's cool for Nick because the thing is he deserves to fucking have that spotlight, knowing how great of a wrestler he is. But it's like, it's so, I don't know what a word is, like pointless.
I think this is WWE's way of writing Nick out of the GM role and transitioning him back to.
Which is cool, but then you just open a spot for the SmackDown thing, which is kind of like he was already a really good GM. Like who are you going to replace him with? Somebody that's shittier, like which is
unfortunately no GM role last.
Hey, I know, but I'm just saying, like you only had like a 2-year run as GM.
Isn't that about how long of a run Stephanie had?
Yeah, but that's Stephanie though. Like she's always going to be a part of corporate.
Isn't that about how long of a role Teddy Long had?
No, yes, he was GM for SmackDown for years. He was
how
GM
long?
for SmackDown.
a lot more than 2 or like 3 max?
I think he was like more than 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like,
I
think
don't remember the exact number of years.
he took over from Vicky, and then basically from Vicky up until like
It was from 2004 to 2007, because then he went to be the general manager for ECW from 2000.
Okay, so 3 years, and then he switched to ECW. And
Yeah,
remained
he
GM.
didn't do it straight consecutive years.
But then what about the SmackDown run though?
The SmackDown run he had from 2008 to 2012 until John Laurinaitis took that role.
There you go. That's what I was gonna say.
So 3 years and then 4 years. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Of course,
I'm
don't have anyone who run as general manager longer than William Regal, because how long was he general manager? Like
90 months. Nah, I needed that. That was actually funny. But no, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Wait, 2000.
In 2008, yeah.
It wasn't longer than.
Longer as in like before, or you mean like
Yeah, but like.
How long was
Well, we're looking at right here from what I'm checking on the Sports Star or the Sports Stir. He did 9 months on Raw from 2007 to 2008. Then it was 90 months on NXT from 2014 to 20.
Yo, no, he was. Yeah, William Regal. Yeah, that's what I wanted to be in New SmackDown GM then. I ain't gonna lie, cause I just remember like that man is the reason why Black and Gold is Black and Gold. He did a great job. He's the reason why War Games is like a fixture now.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, bring me
Kenny Long was the second longest, whereas he had 74 months on SmackDown across 2 tenures, plus 12 months on EC.
Wow. And former King of the Ring. Like, let's not forget 2008 King of the Ring winner. Anyways.
All right, so
Going to Guerrero and Eric Bishop.
Yeah, so my prediction basically, like I see just at the beginning to Gunther, who I'd want to see is like, freaking Nick winning. So I'm just gonna lock in Nick winning because I just want to see him do the upset. Like it would be cool if it's a situation where he locks a submission on Gunther, and Gunther like basically doesn't pass out, but he has to throw the towel or whatever, and he wins because they threw a towel on his ass. That would be cool. So yeah, I got Nick winning. Brutus Magnus. Wait, who do you got? So.
Who do I have? What was Magnus's finisher?
That's a very good question. I want to say it was a Northern Lights driver. Northern Lights bomb. You know what? Hey,
Is there?
All
right. I'm going to ask you this because you are a trained wrestler.
Yes.
Is there a way to combine a Northern Lights with like a tombstone and just drop somebody on the top of their head?
The only thing that comes even close to that is the Steiner screwdriver. And then they're not letting him do that. That's basically like a sit-out power driver.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because I'm trying to think of a finish where like Nick gets Gunther up and just drops him on the top of his head for like the surprise 1, 2, 3. Like Gunther got legitimately knocked out, and that's the only way for him to lose. That would look real.
Yeah.
Unless somebody oversells the stunner and like a dizzying effect, similar to that one time The Rock did with Stone Cold Steve Austin. You remember that time when like The Rock was like back on his feet, but just like all dizzy after the first stunner, or then Austin like set it up, like recalculated it and recalibrated with his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
snap! Okay. So before we move on, I was looking through his finishing moves. So he does the cloverleaf.
Oh fuck yeah! Even better. Nick Aldis puts Gunther in the cloverleaf. Gunther passes out instead of tapping out.
Damn.
Perfect. That's how Nick Aldis wins.
I
Totally, if
forgot.
Gunther passes out instead of tapping out.
Yeah, I forgot he was a tag team guy for real. Like he had because I think he was part of the British Invasion, but like Doug Williams and Desmond Wolfe, bro. Y'all remember the Wolf? Nigel McGuinness? Oh my god. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is the MDD.
All right, well, you figure out the MDD.
I want to see Nick win just because like I like him as a GM, and on top of that, like I'm not really sure what's going on with Sami Zayn, but like he's been having issues with Nick, so like if Sammy kind of has some kind of interference, and then somebody that likes Nick prevents Sammy from interfering, because I'm pretty sure Nick has a lot of wrestlers that like good respect.
Hell yeah. No, yeah, he has good morale.
Because he's actually a pretty good GM. I can't lie.
Very good GM. Like
From what I've
yeah, like people actually respect him when he with his authority role. You know, Adam Baldy here.
except for Randy and Cody.
Yeah,
that was funny.
yeah.
But yeah,
look
just
where
like the idea of like people showing their respect for Nick when you know, and somebody that has been having
it makes sense. By the way, basically a sit out scoop slam power driver. I don't know how that's gonna even look, but like I'm just to meet you know. So
Probably. That sounds about right.
yeah.
Next match. 6-man tag team match. LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys versus the Bloodline. Jacob Fatu, Jay and Jimmy, the Usos. Why the fuck is this happening and why should I care? Number one. Number two, I'm just gonna very quickly say that I don't care who gets pinned. I just want LA Knight to be the one to pin somebody.
No, that's fair.
Let him, you know what? Let him pin Jimmy Uso. LA Knight pins Jimmy Uso. That way they can continue whatever storyline they're doing with Solo and Jacob without either of them being involved in the decision. And Jimmy can need a pin because it's Jimmy. And LA Knight needs something because he's been cucked over for so long. Just yeah, there you go. I'm done.
I guess, brief what the story of this match is. Basically, it's kind of like my enemy's enemy is my best friend type of situation, where like LA Knight obviously had problems with the Bloodline. Freaking Royce Keys, you know, they've been interfering in his matches and this and that. And with Solo, it's like this whole like month or two they're trying to like recruit him to join back into the Bloodline, and Solo kept saying like I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be a Roman's bitch. I don't want to be a part of this. I'm my own man type of thing. So they're kind of forcing his hand. So he's like, hey, if you're going to force my hand, then I'm going to fight back. So he was trying to convince LA Knight to basically trust him. But LA Knight was like, I don't trust you because you are part of the Bloodline, yada, yada, yada. But as the weeks went on, it's kind of like, oh, I've gained respect for you. You gained my trust. Now I'm going to need your help, to end this all. So that's the reason why they're a team. And I can see this going both ways, but ideally, I do see I do see the Bloodline win. Only for the fact that like it's something along the lines where it's like, oh, Jimmy and Jay are gonna fucking try doing their best. They're not gonna really hold their weight because Jacob's gonna be the fucking guy who carries the whole team because he's gonna be badass Samoan on that side, and it's gonna be like, oh, let's take out Jacob, and Jacob's just gonna be that force that just basically like annihilates everybody. And I hate to say it, but I do see like Solo eating the pinfall. And then when Solo loses, he's probably gonna like be like, damn, maybe I can't fight the Bloodline. And if I can't fight the bloodline, I'll have to join them. And then they set up some bullshit from like fucking War Games because everything's just predictable in wrestling nowadays. So that being said, by the orders of Roman, Jacob's team is winning.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say that they would actually put up, a good fight. The LA Solo and Royce Keys kind of thing. Except that they are not going to be good enough to handle Jacob Fatu because he was the big momentum thing. He was the whole like, oh yeah, I got this for the bloodline. Jacob's the hidden weapon, so he should be built up as the weapon. I could see Jimmy and Jay like have their spot, but like not do so well. Things kind of like happen in a sense,
Escalated.
and they just can't beat Jacob Fatu because that's just the Samoan werewolf. And I'd see Jacob Fatu getting the what do you call it? Probably the pinfall, and I'm thinking it's either going to be Solo or Royce that gets pinned, not LA.
Yeah. Because that's the thing about LA, and that's why I'm tired of this product. It's like, you can make this guy lose so much, but like he's still gonna be a top guy. The crowd's still gonna love him, this and that. So he's like, and it's like an endless cycle of him just losing, but like he'll keep it momentum. So like, what would one more loss, really do anything? It won't do nothing.
As long as he's not the one getting.
Right, but it still doesn't matter because it's gonna be some type of like, nefarious act that like if LA does get pinned, like they jump his ass or whatever.
I know.
What happens if it would be Jacob pitting Royce Keys, and then Royce, the person that Solo's been trying to recruit, ends up like kind of like doesn't he has a connection with Jacob Fatu, and
Yeah, because they grew up, with each other and such. But
so like, what if like Royce is the one that ends up moving instead of?
that would be interesting, but I just don't see it because he kept saying like, your family's not my family. But it could be a possibility. He could be the enforcer, but I just see like, like if there is going to be a new member of the bloodline, it's going to be like, somebody of the line. Like we're not going to get another Sami Zayn situation. Even though that would be funny.
So
Yeah. Sammy Uso. All right, who's next?
Peter.
Bloodline. And actually, because it makes perfect sense. So originally I was gonna say Jacob was gonna pin Royce, but I realized it would make more sense for Jacob to pin Solo because it would be kind of ironic actually because look who pinned Jacob in order for him to like cut continuously and like before he joined the bloodline. What if we have the same repeat? Yeah, exactly. So what if we have the same repeat with Jacob Fatu, where he's constantly pinning Solo to a point where Solo's, like you said, Pika, well, if I can't beat them, join them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. And I know the formula. Like they're not gonna do anything to surprise me. I know the script ahead of time, and that's shit that bores me because it's like at least make the matches entertaining if that's the case. Like the script's that freaking easy to read. And another thing too is pissing me off is because that's what they're doing is LA Knight. Like what's the difference between this and what he was doing at WrestleMania? This is literally like the two biggest shows of the year. You're just putting them in tag matches.
Exactly.
They were squandering.
Yeah, I'm still here. I suppose it's like multi-layered with the bloodline dynamics because with the Usos united alongside Jacob Fatu, they face a volatile coalition of Solo, LA Knight, and the Royce Keys. That's a setup. And I think it's going to start off with chaos from the opening bell. I'm probably going to see brawling outside the ring and big showcases spot for Jacob Fatu. They're just to wipe out everyone in the arena floor. But I think there's also going to be miscommunication between Solo's side, and it'll be just the lingering thread throughout. How I think it's going to play out: Fatu pins Royce Keys, probably after the top rope splash, maybe, and just keeping the Usos and Fatu aligned while causing immediate friction between Solo and LA Knight post match. So, because when there's chemistry between the wrestlers, especially in the tag teams, there's actually going to be more coordination, and usually the ones that have the most chemistry with one another are often expected to be the winner.
Right. Because that's what WWE loves doing. Mixed pairs just win everything nowadays. It's they're just OP. Look who's the SmackDown Tag Team Champions right now. That really speaks for itself. But I think this is the one of the few times we're all in the general consensus that we think one team is going to win, which is the Bloodline, and we're all kind of in the same page where it's Fatu getting the pinfall. So that's cool.
Oh god.
And then watching, who they actually give the pinfall to, and that's where I'm okay, thank you for shitting in my mouth. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for the perfect segue. Speaking of shitting in our mouths, singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. The challenger, Cody Rhodes, versus the champion, Sami Zayn. Wait, let me make sure I'm reading this right. No, it's not Sami. Sami lost the belt? So
double check it. Double check it. Why? Double check it. You're fucking up. Double check that. Double check. Nah, don't piss me off. I swear to God, Molly. No, don't do that.
That shit was hilarious, guys.
So according to my notes, Sami immediately after winning the championship was forced to defend against Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes got attacked by someone and could not compete in that match. So they found a replacement for Sami Zayn to fight, and that replacement was the Second City, or the Second City Devil, as I'm calling him. So he won that match. So the undisputed WWE Championship match for SummerSlam is now the challenger Cody Rhodes versus the champion CM Punk. What? And wait, I'm also reading. Cucky Zane is not only no longer the champion, he's not even involved in this match. It's not a triple threat.
Wait, what?
He's fighting somebody else in.
Wait. Over. Whoa. You didn't know? They call him 9 Day Sammy.
Wait, he yelled that shit for 9 days.
He only held it for 9 days? Oh my god!
It's 9 Day Sammy!
WWE, why you fuck up?
We know who to blame, though. As much as I wanted to blame WWE and TKO, it's actually the general manager's fault. I blame Adam Pearce on that one, on everything on my life.
Guys, I just want to say I thought it was very, very interesting to see history repeat itself. Not once, but twice. We got to see a repeat of WrestleMania 9 and a repeat of Raw 2011 on that night.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, no. I take that back. There's actually 3 matches. And Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston SmackDown 2019.
Okay, we're not gonna act like
Yes, I am.
Punk, there's no way Punk buried him. Like, wait, how many GTS did it take to work? Like let's say on the number.
1.
No fucking way, it took 1.
1.
Damn it.
Am I wrong, Peter? Was it just 1?
It was. It was 1. It was 1.
Bro, there's no way to put that notes for that.
How many seconds did it take?
Oh my
Point -2.
Negative 2 seconds to score the 1, 2, 3.
If the fucking Silver, if the fucking Rock was the referee, we would have gotten 1, 2. It doesn't matter if I want 3.
Because we were the Yeah, I bet.
But yeah,
Who's at this portion of the show?
our SummerSlam night 1, or not
Wait,
main
that's
events anymore.
Yeah, no, it is. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm bumping that next match to the night too.
Yes. Our main event: Beavis versus WWE Champion Butthead.
Oh my god. So you're telling me this is anything you can do, I can do better? And that's the story?
No. I'm one-upping you right now. I love you, but I gotta win.
Well, we'll see about that.
WWE Champion versus, undisputed WWE Champion Beavis versus World Heavyweight Champion Butthead versus the TNA World Champion Cornholio.
Am I bumping
And a triple threat match for all 3 fucking titles.
Yeah, I think we say
John for a second.
I think we say Hank. I think we say Hank Hill or Tom Anderson.
Yeah, fuck that. We're sticking with the same franchise.
I'd rather have Randy Marsh as the
Bitch, Tom Anderson is the fucking same franchise. Do your fucking research.
Hey, no.
Yeah, but that's not as funny as Corn.
Wait, still a character. No. You said stick with the franchise. He is still technically a character in the Beavis and Butthead universe.
But he is not part of the main duo.
Alright, anyways. Despite how we're acting right now and saying how like this is like super bullshit for Sami Zayn, I think for what WWE did, for what the storyline was, they did an adequate amount of effort in making Cody and Punk actually mean something. Because I can tell you ahead of time, like I'm already more invested in that than the other so-called main event. But this is only on the proxy that I know this is gonna be the better match, and it's actually more palatable to actually see in comparison to like the other dick measuring contest that I don't want to even like get into. So.
Speaking of dick measuring contests, I'm going to take this moment to say to Pete that
you want me to end this thing right now?
Wait. What I'm going to say.
There's that stopper coin looks pretty nice. It's a big red button.
Silver, use your words wisely. You can't fuck around with this. This is the fuck money we're talking about.
Wait, Pika, there's 2 nice big stop buttons right there. 2 big red ones. Go ahead. Use your words of wisdom. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Oh my God.
What I was going to say is that this whole segment, with everything that we were talking about with the wedding, was all in good fun. No ill intent. I love you like a. I'm just Josh.
I'm just joshing you too, man. You gotta learn how to take the rib, man. You gotta learn how to rib it.
And that's the key right there.
Yeah, but you gotta learn my
I know.
terminology. I was ripping you.
We got the Arby's sponsorship because we have the meats.
We have the beef.
Exactly. I was waiting for him to say rib. I was waiting.
See, perfect segues all around.
Yeah, speaking of ribs, okay, so
Speaking of segues, you gotta let me drive that golf cart sometime, man, because that was a fucking awesome.
oh man,
Thank you.
oh man, trying to channel you're into Kevin Owens right now. I respect.
Yes.
I respect it, man. He really tried to tell us.
He's Kevin Owens. I'm Chris Jericho. We're shooting a movie in the summer.
Oh my goodness, that was a movie we never got. Huh? That was a movie we never got. Right? Okay, yeah, you did it. Yeah, that's what it is.
Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens in the Festival of Friendship.
Oh, and that's when the product was actually. Oh my god, bro! Fuck. All right, anyways, back to
Brought to you by the city of Chicago.
Oh, and not the city of brotherly love, apparently.
Because Chicago stole our main event.
You said Chicago did.
Where is he from? Where is he?
Cambodia.
He's from Chicago. So Chicago stole our main event. But
Any word on Darius yet?
Yeah, Darius. Yeah, what's up? What's going on with him?
wait, there's
No, I mean, like Chris said, any word on Darius, and I agree. Like, as he responded.
yeah, Pete, is he?
Not yet.
No,
Damn. All right. Well, you did tell him when. You did tell him when he gets home to just hop on.
Yeah, he saw the message.
Okay, good. So I'm
yeah.
whenever he shows up, we'll just have him go through whatever matches he missed.
Yeah, just talk about whatever he's interested in. What was I gonna say? So the one defining thing that separates this night 1 main event with the night 2 main event, this one at least has the wrinkle of like, oh, is one of them gonna turn heel? And if one of them does turn heel, is it gonna be who's it gonna be and how interesting is it gonna be? Because that changes the whole dynamic of the SmackDown when you turn that set individual. So that alone is why I'm perfectly fine with this match, being, like made. Yeah, Sammy got screwed and this and that, but it's like it's still a match that I'm interested in because it's like, yeah, it's two top guys, but it's not the guys that really shove down our throats. It's the guys that are actually, palatable. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool.
One that's palatable and one that's been shoved down our throats.
Yes, but in comparison to the other main event, like, well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I feel like
Both of them have somebody who's somewhat palatable, and the other is shoved down our throats.
no, but this is what I'm trying to say. So, because I know what you're talking about. You're saying the Cody thing is shoved down your throats. All you got to do with Cody is basically turn him heel, and he's actually interesting. You actually are engaged with what the product is because it's like, oh, okay, so
Correct.
let's go now. So with the other one, it doesn't matter who you turn heel or face. We don't care.
Correct.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Correct.
There's a big difference. Yeah. So with that being said, I think ideally you had Punk just win that title not too long ago. It would be a damning thing to kind of have him lose. So I'm representing the country of Chicago, and I'm saying CM Punk's winning that shit by the power invested in.
I'm also gonna say that, and I'm gonna represent Chicago. CM Punk wins, just so that I can in the future represent Canada, and Sami Zayn will face Punk for the title and win his title.
I respect that answer. Which is why I'm not gonna contest it. All right, who's next?
Well, yeah, I definitely agree with that because I have my doubts that they would have the hot potato for the title. Because I'm just gonna lean towards a clean victory for Punk, just so it can cement his run. But the story here is what happens right after or near the finish. It'll be a subtle moment of hesitation or frustration from Cody, which lays the groundwork for a slow burn heel turn and leading into the fall. And yeah, I think it's just going to be a psychological classic that mirrors the classic NWA's or the 80s territory storytelling. Punk is going to work methodical, ring general style, targeting Cody's ribs section or limbs to neutralize the crossroads. And Cody will just fight from behind, and matching Punk's counter heavy approach. So
I like it.
Yeah, I think Punk's gonna.
W. Who next?
Pete.
I go Punk retains. I don't want to see Cody, fucking take the belt off another person again.
He has so much
See,
competition.
take it off.
I just don't want to see him with the belt, honestly. I mean, here's what I honestly see, though. I could see Punk holding it for a little bit, then Sammy taking it from Punk, but then have Finn win the Money in the Bank, and then get Sammy get fucked over twice, and have Finn cash in on Sammy, and then thus becoming the WWE champion.
Damn. You're telling me we're gonna have multiple WWE champions this year?
I'm telling you, we're gonna see Sammy get screwed more than once.
Nah, they can't do that now. Come on, now. We're
Why not? They did. How many times did Christian get screwed over?
Oh my goodness. So I knew there was. I knew something was going on. Yo, why does this company actually do that shit to Canadians, bro? Like they need to relax with that shit, bro. Stop hating on.
I think the only entertaining time when they actually did hot potato with the title was between The Rock and
Yeah. That makes sense.
Chris, no, that's not actually true. The truth is, it actually was the most transitional trick. The most hot potato was 2002 when it was Hogan, it was Triple H, then Hogan, then Taker, then Rock, then Brock, then Taker again, then Big Show, then Kurt Angle.
Damn.
But was that entertaining?
Yeah, actually, a matter of fact, it was. Especially
It was.
It was actually. It was.
Okay, I mean, I missed out a lot. That's
Yeah, because it's entertaining because look at the names that he mentioned, and obviously like it was like like we're getting out of that era going into like basically the ruthless aggression era. Like that was actually such a smooth transition, honestly. But and Kurt Angle on the broken freaking neck too, right? Like, come on, man. Like I told people he didn't suck. Like no one believed me, man. But yeah, who's that?
I don't want to say Cody.
Damn, we all
I-
agree with that.
so. Yeah,
He has the
just
title.
want to see Punk retain, or do you think Punk's gonna?
I want to go with both.
Yeah. I like that.
Punk's not a bad wrestler.
Definitely not.
I think Cody's just. It's just
He needs a new direction.
he has too much showtime, I think, comparatively to like how much how many people are being put on the.
Right.
He needs his heel turn, and people are already progressively disliking him more. Or so it's just gonna be like the right time for him right now.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna end off with this. What would end the night basically? When Punk retains, Cody's gonna be battered and beaten, and they're gonna like try teasing the heel turn. The heel turn's not gonna happen. Then you're gonna hear Randy Orton's theme song. He's gonna come up. He's gonna try hugging them both, but then he's just gonna RKO them both, punt them both, and we're not gonna see him for another 6 months. I'm calling that right now. Yep. Yeah, I'm telling you. 'Cause, like, look what they did with Mania. Like, what was the point of that, right? So I'm just telling you, bring Randy back for the continuity. And if not Randy, then it's Drew. And if it's not Drew, then like don't bring anybody back.
X.
All right. So we're going to save the best for last. So, next up, singles match for the Women's World Championship. Liv Morgan defends her title against Io Sky. in a regular 1v1. Pika.
So basically, we all know like why this match is happening. Is they did the Queen of the Ring. Io Sky won the Queen of the Ring, and it was kind of one of the most anticlimactic King of the Ring wins or Queen of the Ring. I mean,
Right.
because
know that.
wait, Chris, can you mute yourself?
Yeah, just a sec here.
Yeah, because basically, like we all knew, like Io was gonna win because they had Danhausen come out and curse Liv before the match, which is fucking stupid. But the damage is already done. It is what it is. But you know what I think is stupider than even that is Liv Morgan's whole world heavyweight reign, because you gave her that title at WrestleMania, I believe. And I'm asking you, Silver, how many defenses do you think she had since winning the title?
Zero.
Wait, and how many days has she had the title?
Too many.
Because if I do my math correctly, I'm assuming it's been over 100 days.
I believe so.
Wow. Interesting.
That's like an NCWF title reign. God damn.
Yeah, don't be disrespecting our company like that. See, that's the shit I don't even
Well,
understand.
I mean, there were champions that did.
Yeah, but I feel like there would be at least one. Like, was there somebody who literally did defend it for like 100 days? That's literally what, like 3? No, hold on,
That's 3 months.
that's 3 months, right? Yeah, there's no way somebody just went a whole 3 months without defending. Like at least once.
I feel like it
Yeah.
happened.
And if it happened, like we can't count the off periods, like where we're not even like.
Well, I mean, the off period is what would put it to.
No, but I'm saying like on a
Kind of that. Yeah, it's probably never happened, but for the sake of the joke.
yeah, I was about to say.
For the sake of the joke, I was trying to make that.
Yeah. So basically, I feel like that already told the story of the tape. Liv Morgan loses, Io Sky wins. What else is new? So it's gonna be a great match too. So that's my prediction.
Which match are we on again?
Io versus Liv Morgan, women's champion.
I think Liv's gonna retain.
Damn. That's what did it.
Sora.
I wanna see Io win with the assist of Kurtzhausen.
Oh no. Oh no. Enough of that bullshit.
Okay,
I don't know. I just like Danhausen. And has Liv been uncursed yet?
No,
No.
because as of the SummerSlam press conference, like she was still cursed and she got chased by the mini house.
Yeah.
So I think that is still very much a thing, and also with Liv having the support of her group, like there's like plenty of other people that can assist if there is any interference, but hopefully it is more clean.
And the Danhausen curse has actually proven to be pretty palatable. Not just
yeah.
within the story, but also with
It's been very entertaining so far.
Yeah.
And Danhausen's going to be the best thing about WWE right now. He's the most hot-selling merch right now.
Yeah, but I'll speak for myself. I think this stuff is a little bit too hokey for me. Like it's not even real humor or real comedy.
Yeah,
This is just like the infancy right now of his current run in WWE, and I'd say there's an opportunity for him to grow.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I feel like I feel like I'm in the minority of this, but I feel like they are kind of overexposing it. Just a little bit too much.
They are, but as long as he wrestles every once in a while, and it's not just backstage segments or like little shorts on social media, then it'll eventually be.
No, but what I'm saying is like he's literally on like every show. Like there's too much of him.
Yeah, I agree. He should take a week off occasionally.
Or just be on one show, you know.
Yeah, I think he's still technically a free agent, right?
I don't know what the fuck he is, honestly. All I know is like he has matches on these like, you know, Saturday Night's main events or whatever, and it's like, which, you know, we're definitely gonna be talking about that because like I'm looking at something and I'm like, why? But like, you know, we'll get to that. Fucking stupid. But,
Oh yeah, we'll get to that as
that's fucking dumb. But yeah, like I think
Ultimately, the fans aren't on the joke. Like,
yeah.
I said that ultimately the fans aren't on the joke.
Yeah, the fans are, yeah. But yeah, one thing I did not mention is the reason why I think, you know, EO should win is because, you know, we'll have somebody who will defend that title more frequently. And I think it does open a window whenever a certain somebody, you know, thou shall not be named, you know, does come back and fucking just says, hey, you know what, like, I beaten you for that title before, and I'm going to freaking do it again. And it's going to be a fucking cool ass program. But until then, yeah. I'm living like La La Land or some bullshit because it's like, because where's La Primera? Like, why are you doing this to me? Like, she was such a fixture on fucking WrestleMania, and now she's Mrs. Irrelevant. Almost like she never existed. It's almost like the real goal was like all the friends that we made along the way. Silver. Like, what?
what kind of shonen anime bullshit are you talking?
That's what the movie feels like. It feels like it's badly written, honestly. Like we're watching it for the characters, but like, where's the script at?
Are you telling me that WWE is turning itself into the final chapters of Black?
No, it's turning itself into fucking what is that?
Are you telling me it's turning itself into Boruto?
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, I'm just saying it's red.
I mean, pro wrestling is really basically.
Wait. No. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that pro wrestling has basically become anime for rednecks.
That's what I think you said. It's like a redneck's writing this shit.
So you mean to tell me that wrestling took over the job of NASCAR?
Basically.
Yes, very much.
Very much so to the point where like NASCAR needs the WWE plug. Because you know they plug their shit like every fucking year.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. So
That was a good Final Destination movie with the NASCAR stuff.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Final Destination, man. Who hasn't given their Silver? You never gave your prediction, dude.
I mean, that's something in my opinion, but we can like have Sora do it.
Well, it was going to be Sora.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Or did Pete go?
Yeah, Pete won.
Yes, Pete went second. Cloud
won. Live. Yeah, I said EO.
All right, then.
Or I said EO.
I said
No, Sora won. Sora won.
Oh, so
come on, now.
Oh yeah, okay. But I mean, even this is counterintuitive to what I was saying about the Danhausen curse. I think Liv Morgan is going to retain. She escapes with the title via a roll up with like a tights pole or outside interference, and I'd say just still protects Io's standing while keeping Liv's reign rolling until the fall. Oh, but yeah, I want to say this is just going to be like some calculated heel interference, and Liv's been dodging bullets throughout her reign, while Io just brings pure, unmatched work rate. or work karate or whatever.
Karate.
Work great. Some EOT.
Yeah. I'll say like Liv's gonna retain, and the match is just gonna be like fast paced with high risk spots from EO, including like off the top rope dives to the outside. Liv will relay or just rely on like ring smarts, distraction tactics, opportunism to cut off EO's high flying momentum.
One thing I will say before you move on is if Io does lose, then what's the whole point of her winning Queen of the Ring?
Almost like, well, I know what the story is, but it's almost like if the person who won King of the Ring didn't challenge for the title, was the point of that too? But we know what the story.
That's not what I asked for. We'll get to that can of worms when we get there. I'm just saying, like, if you just have somebody win, King and Queen, and they have a shot at, it's like that should just be like instant win. It's like winning the Royal Rumble. So that's what I'm saying. It's like then there should have been no point of Io winning if she did Liv does beat her at SummerSlam.
Yep.
Should have just been some other jobber.
Yep.
And I suppose if there's at least still gonna be some maintained potency with Danhausen's curse, maybe it'll be a victory for Liv, but they could probably make it a Pyrrhic victory, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know, even if she wins, like she somehow ends up in a dumpster or something like that. It's like some comedic, degrading situation.
Shoot fucking power works up her ass. Like, hey, it happened to the dudes. Why happened to the women too? Like,
All right. Meanwhile, short, sweet, to the point. Io wins.
Simple as that.
Next match in the main event of night one. Crispy.
Main event.
Okay.
You did.
All right. Main event of night one. Hell in a fucking cell. The Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, in his probably final match in WWE versus Oba Femi.
Oba.
Now, I will say this. Oba won the WrestleMania encounter in dominant fashion.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean dominant. Like, it was one of the worst beatings I've ever seen Brock take.
He beat him one spirit bomb.
But Brock won the second match in equally dominant and embarrassing fashion.
Dashingly, though, too. He jumped him.
Yeah, well, kind of had to. Yeah. So not only is this the rubber match, but it's taking place in one of WWE's better match types that they used to overuse, but now they found a good balance. A good balance for it. Hell in a Cell. I just want to say this. If Brock does not put Oba to the top of the cell before this match is over, then I want my money back.
Yeah, because
the young guy could take that bump. Brock can't.
Oh yeah.
I want to see these two animals climb all over the place and fuck each other up all over.
I can't even remember the last time like people fought outside the Hell in a Cell.
I know. That's why we need to bring it back.
Like I don't even remember. That's how you know it's bad. Because I want to say, and this is what's fucked up. I want to say it was like CM Punk and Ryback.
Yeah, probably.
That's fucked up. Like that's literally what, like almost 20 years ago. It feels like. like what the fuck?
Like I know it's a Brock Lesnar match and it's supposed to be short, but do it for the fans, man. It's your final. It's your final hurrah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I even know how you could do it.
How?
You could have the match not even start in the ring. You can literally have Oba make his entrance first. Oba looks at the structure. Oba decides, nah, man, I'm at the top of the mountain now. If you want to fight me, you're gonna climb to my level. And Oba climbs to the top, waits for Brock's entrance while Oba is standing on top of the cell, forcing Brock to climb up. And you start the match with them fighting on top of the cell until Oba gets put through the ceiling, officially starting the match.
See, that's
Like Brock can F5 this motherfucker through the ceiling. And people are like Brock takes his sweet ass time climbing down. They think it's over. 1, 2, Oba kicks out, and now the match officially begins. And I don't give a shit what happens after that because we got one of the best moments in modern.
gotta stack some table ups in the ring though if you're gonna do that spot.
What is this, a video game?
Well, yeah, literally. Because that's literally what you're saying, like basically for them to do. Because when he said put him through, like come on, like that only happens in video games. Like we're being honest.
I know, but people have gone through the top of the cell in actual WWE.
Yeah, we know. But I'm just saying, it's like, even in the video games, it's inconsistent. Like sometimes you can't even break the top. Like I was trying to break that top so bad.
I know.
Okay, when you figure out your move is weak, that's humbling. Like I'm like, dude, my move cannot break.
But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is,
give us a spectacle.
And give us a spectacle for Brock's farewell. Not what Brock has done his entire career, which is beat people fast or like be beaten.
I feel like the stipulation like refutes the notion that this match would be short though, because I don't know what the shortest Hell in a Cell matches is, but like there's no way it's been like under 10 minutes. So
correct, and since they're using Hell in a Cell, have fun with it. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, be creative with it.
Don't just keep everything in the ring. Like put somebody through the cell
door. Yeah, because that's what I want to see.
Like fight all over the crowd. Like just go crazy.
I want to see the match
versus Oba Femi and Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I want to see them fight in the ring, and then like some like reason like the ring can't contain them, so they fight outside, and then like Brock does like a outside belly to belly, and he does it through the door, and then the door shatters, and that's what leads for them. That's ideally what happens.
And has there ever been a short Hell in a Cell match?
No.
No.
Really gotta go on.
No, but what there has been, retardedly enough. Sorry, YouTube. But retardedly enough, there has been a Hell in a Cell that has ended in, drum roll please, disqualification.
I could have sworn that was no contest.
Either way. It's stupid.
It was the horror show, man. Come on.
So what match was
that? My good friend was the Fiend versus Seth Rollins in Hell in a Cell for, I believe, Seth Rollins' Universal Championship.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You left one match on Silver.
There was another Hell in a Cell match that ended in a disqualification.
Nope, in a no contest. Braun Strowman for Roman Reigns. Remember Brock Lesnar came out and fucked over his Money in the Bank? No winner was contested.
Damn.
that's different from a disqualification when the rule of the match is there is no disqualification.
Yeah, but nobody was pinned or submitted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's almost as bad as Fiend and Rock.
Oh, he was gonna use a mallet on him, bro. Come on, man.
Your Looney Tunes logic.
Yo,
End of the
Bring up
day,
purity for joint clown.
end of the day, Oba has to win this,
yes,
and it has to be a fucking spectacle. I'm done.
yes. And I'm gonna say this ahead of time. I'm gonna speak for the boys in the back or whatever. I want to see more than one spirit bomb. I want to see the spirit bomb trifecta under the or what he could do is like the super spirit bomb, which is like basically like getting all the energy from the crowd and basically like putting him through 2 stack tables. Like he stacked 2 tables in the ring and he does like an avalanche, like fucking that's ideally what the finish should be. Like so. I think we spoke our piece. Like yeah, I agree with you, Silver. Oh, but
Yeah, the new Nigerian blood, have his moment in the spotlight. He definitely deserves to win this, and he should reasonably.
because he's over.
He is super over, especially the night after WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Because he pretty much got rid of the piss lover who was just way too overutilized. He was essentially the janitor for WWE.
Piss shit milk. Silver.
He
Come
gave
on.
him the opportunity for the company to clean up its image. But no, motherfuckers just had to bring him.
Yeah, they ruined a really good retirement. I agree with you with that. But the thing is, like,
Yeah, how it plays out, I'm definitely thinking short, physical, and brutal. Well, maybe they won't stretch it past 12 to 15 minutes.
no, it's gotta be
Yeah, Femi needs to look like an absolute titan who can throw Lesnar around, taking suplexes and popping right back to just plant Brock with the pop-up power bomb. Like you were saying, really.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I think it's going to be 2-1 in favor of Femi. Lesnar inside the Hell in a Cell is going to be the ultimate passing of the torch environment. Paul Heyman's presence at ringside provides the ultimate wrinkle. I'd say expect a moment of shock from Heyman, a little bit similar to WrestleMania. But pretty much as Femi survives the F5 and puts Lesnar down for a star-making dominant pit.
And don't forget to thank you, Brock Chance. They're chat. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As they should.
Yeah, it's hometown.
And not only that, but fuck, 2-decade plus career.
Mm.
That's rare. These.
Not only that, but like they better like catch on with the Clash of Italy, Clara. Because remember when Brock came out, they started singing this song.
And when he actually came out, like the night after WrestleMania, it sort of like stood as a very, very, very stark contrast compared to the time when Roman Reigns dethroned Undertaker.
Right.
Yep, people rejected Roman, but everybody embraced Oba Femi.
Right.
I think he was even surprised himself. He was expecting boos.
Mm-hmm.
And rather than being pompous or arrogant about it, he just said, like, the few words, "Your new king has arrived."
I am the mountain that you need to climb. I am the ruler.
People acknowledge.
They call me T'Challa. I am from Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you sound more Russian than Nigerian there.
I know. I didn't commit to the voice. Okay, let me commit to it. Hold on. I am the ruler, the king of kings, the mountain you can't climb. Yeah. Okay, now I'm sounding like fucking what you call it, Count Chocula. I don't know. There's something about it. There's something I gotta work on that shit. Like, because the sword knows I can do that shit really good. It's just I
don't know. I wouldn't say join the army and listen to a Nigerian talk, because you do actually encounter quite a few Nigerians in the army, along with Haitians and Jamaicans.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with them. They are-
No.
I remember an Australian guy who was also in too, and a Ukrainian guy. Some guys were also from New York. Some guys were from California. But yeah,
watch out for
the army itself. Even the military, by and large, can serve as a microcosm within how America is in and of itself, and how people have their own overall views, upbringings, and opinions about it.
what's the saying? Buy the people, for the people, we the people.
But I digress.
All right.
Over.
Why?
Well, I mean, obviously, guys, don't you see this is obviously a repeat of 2023? Cody Rhodes, they're just recycling the storyline. It's Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar. I mean, Cody won the first match, Brock won the second. Cody, ironically, wins at SummerSlam. Same thing with Oba family. And obviously, we all know this is most likely going to be Brock's last match. So I think Oba's going to be the one to, do the honors and go over on Brock. And Brock is going to do the honors for Oba.
Wait, Brock's gonna raise Oba's hand.
No, I think he's gonna lose, but he's gonna lose as a way to be written out of storyline permanently. Like he's gonna destroy him so bad that probably he'll win maybe by knockout. Like he won't get up. Like kind of like similar to like Roman Reigns, last man standing. Only it's not a last man standing match. That way it protects Brock's credibility and it makes Oba look strong.
He's talking about match stoppage.
In a Hell in a Cell.
That's what he's saying. It's match stoppage.
Weren't you just complaining about when they did that with Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman?
No, you were complaining about it. I was just stating facts.
Stating facts over.
I didn't complain. I was stating facts. I just said that match was also another one that ended with no pinfall or submission.
And did you like that?
I mean, I personally didn't, but I'm just stating facts. I can't fight facts.
Yeah.
You cannot fight facts, but this is an opinion show. Do you want a Hell in a Cell to end in refs?
I mean, how else are you going to make Brock not look weak? I mean, you're telling me you want Oba to pin Brock and make him look weak and have him lose a second time twice by pinfall?
Yeah.
Would you rather have Oba tap Brock out or make him pass?
Why not pass out?
Damn.
That's good. That's Gunther's.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes gimmicks were meant to be bitten off.
Because we already used it.
How many times did did the Iron Sheik rip off the Guerrero with the camel clutch when the Guerrero family created that move and everybody else used it like Muhammad Hassan? What about Billy Graham? No, what about Billy Graham? Scott Steiner, Hogan, they all took his look. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the Steiner recliner though.
I didn't talk about the Steiner recliner. I was talking about how they all stole the original gimmick. Like they stole Billy
the
Graham's
gimmick. Yeah. No, he's right about that.
Jesse Ventura. I love Jesse Ventura, but he also stole that gimmick from Billy Graham.
Man, he was really a superstar, huh?
No, but yeah, I mean, Billy Graham was the one that had the blonde mustache first.
Yeah, you're right. What the fuck? And you wore the fucking vibrant colors too, if I remember too.
Yep, before Hogan, he was wearing the red and yellow.
Wow. Oh, yeah. People were talking about that. He was Hogan before Hogan. Yeah. People were talking about.
So it was a stolen gimmick from a stolen gimmick. Huh.
Well, yeah. I mean,
also known as Modern Hollywood.
Well,
damn.
Well, didn't Ric Flair steal from Buddy Rogers with the Nature Boy? I mean, wasn't Buddy Rogers the original Nature Boy?
Who was the natural though?
Now you're talking long before I was born.
No, so you can't be doing that. You know that one when you were born. I don't want to say it.
Yeah, I was 67.
You're 9, bro. Your birthday was 2 years ago. Come on.
Although, what's the line between gimmick infringement and when wrestlers are reusing gimmicks that were used previously.
The line is whether or not they got permission from the wrestler that they're borrowing.
Yeah, because something could be a tribute, and the other one is like you're flat out ripping them off and taking their own material.
Ripping it off means no consent. Tribute means
Like when
Did any of the wrestlers ever consent to like using their gimmicks?
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Austin gave. I'm pretty sure Austin gave Kevin Owens the permission to use.
And The Rock basically gave permission for LA Knight to just basically steal his whole shit.
Triple H gave Seth Rollins the permission to use the pedigree.
Oh my god. Because they banned the fucking curb stomp. I'm fucking mad.
Daniel Bryan gave Brie Bella the permission to use his entire gimmick.
Wait, who gave the permission for that one person recently to hit the mat with a steel chair and throw it to their...
The Eddie Graham moment, basically.
Who gave Michelle McCool permission?
And did he actually give Randy Orton permission to use the diamond?
I think there is a difference. I think there is a difference between a diamond cutter and an RKO. Because a diamond cutter basically is like you're not really jumping. You're just like it's like basically like doing a neck breaker. The RKO you actually like.
Wait, did Michelle McCool ever get permission to use the Styles Clash from AJ Styles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because come on, like, okay, the move was called the Faith Breaker. You can't tell me a more Christian guy than AJ Styles. That's
What is the difference between the RKO and the diamond?
The one's leaping. Like the RKO, you can literally hit that out of nowhere.
I can actually answer that question because the difference between an RKO and a diamond cutter is that diamond cutter you're going straight down on the floor. Where an RKO, you're like he's literally taking his back off the ground. It's literally in midair his back while he's holding your head, and then his back drops the floor with your head.
Right.
So I guess even if the difference is a bit subtle, it's.
And another thing too is like he completely changed it. Like he didn't like be like, oh, it's like the Ace Crusher or something. Like he called it the RKO. Like so he rebranded the whole thing. You know, it's like saying somebody like does a move that's like a neck breaker and that's kind of like a twist of fate. Like no. Like,
if you were to ask me the stupidest finisher in wrestling history, I would tell you the Mankind, Mick Foley's Mandible Claw, because anyone could just bite on his finger.
I'm thinking about the fucking what was that move?
It's crazy. Wasn't it like popsicle sticks on his two?
Yeah, but you can easily bite down on your fingers. I tried that on my own two fingers, that same exact move, and I can still be able to bite my own two fingers.
Wait.
I did the same. I did the Mandible Claw on myself to see if I was able to bite myself, and I was.
See, this is where we fucked up. I think the better version of the Mandible Claw is the tongue and neck grip, and no one's actually mastering that shit except for Jacob. Because you're ripping somebody's Adam's apple out. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then the joke's on you whenever it's like, oh, you're doing it on a women's wrestler. It's like, oh. Like, how does that work?
But when Foley was using the Mandible Claw, like, in the next-gen era, I recall he had popsicle sticks on, like, his middle finger and his ring. And later, or down the line, during the Attitude Era, and transitioning to the Ruthless Aggression Era, he, like, started, using which was... So there was at least a protection.
Oh, yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah, but I mean, you're going to still feel the bite, the biting sensation.
You could.
Okay, well, Chris, if a dog bit you with a sock on it, you still gonna feel the dog's bite?
So depending on how hard that dog clenches down.
Let's say that's a pretty strong, damn strong Chihuahua.
I mean, yeah, it also depends on the breed of dog as well.
You're that wrong.
I mean, Chihuahuas are pretty hard biters too. They can bark. I mean, they can bite as hard as they can bark.
Oh yeah. Watch out for front shoot.
Max Red Hoik.
See that? I forgot what batch we're on.
We are on Oba and Brock.
Oh, okay. So yes, this should be definitive. Ova wins, and hopefully, fingers crossed that this is the main event.
Yeah, and if anyone is saying Brock Lesnar is winning this, then
No one's saying that. No one's saying
I'm just speaking generally. If anyone is Brock Lesnar is going to win this, then you really don't want to see a future.
Yeah. No, I feel like WWE knows what they have, and like Goldberg is the statistic, the one out of the 7 that actually is going to have a successful career, which sucks. But for the other it is. For him, it's great. Yeah.
And that is night 1. Moving on to night 2. Speaking of 6 out of 7.
Yeah.
Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin for the United States Championship. Trick should win.
Right.
Just because he needs to be built up. But this is the return of Baron Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have Baron Corbin lose on his return, I won't say what is the point of bringing him back, because the point is to elevate new.
Mm-hmm.
So with that hope in mind, I'm going to say Trick Williams retains. And hopefully Baron Corbin will be used to keep elevating new.
All right, I'll go easy on this one. It's a match that randomly got made for Summerslam, and I can think about all these other reasons why it's like why couldn't this actually been a multi-man match? Because it's for a U.S. title. Like that's the whole point. Like showcases the amount of the undercard you have with the the mid card titles. But hey, we're here now. Baron Corbin has one of the greatest finishers of all of wrestling, and it would be a shame to not see this finisher on the show. So the fact that we should be seeing this finisher on the show means that he wins. It's something you gotta understand. Underground and make no sound, got nowhere left to go. Things begin, but then they end. The truth it hurts to know. He's not coming out to that song, but if he does, there's no way Trick should win that. If he comes out to I Bring the Darkness, that's a guarantee Baron Corbin win for me. But with that being said, yeah, it should be Baron. It should be a Trick chasing for the title, because if Trick's the babyface, it's like that. It only makes all the sense in the world to have like the babyface chase the heel. So I got Baron Corbin. Who next?
Patty.
Well, I think Trick Williams is going to.
Damn it.
And so, Trick is pretty much charismatic, and his title run hits the wall against the veteran muscle and power of Baron Corbin. At least that's what I think the setup here. How it plays out, I think Corbin is going to try to ground Trick Williams at heavy stakes or heavy stride saws. And his classic ending, Trick is going to rely on his athletic speed and crowd support, or just out of the power. And how he's going to... Trick is probably going to counter a heavy attack into a signature strike to put Corbin away, solidifying his championship standing on the big stage. That's my...
So we got 2 for Trick and 1 for Corbin. Who next?
Trick's retaining.
Damn it. I'm telling you, when he comes out to I Bring the Darkness, that's what's gonna do it. That's what's gonna. When you realize, he came out to the last Jim Johnson song, that's what's actually gonna do it. He's like, holy crap, he actually.
Oh my God! He came back to one of the greatest theme songs of all time just to lose.
Bro, I don't see
That's classic WWE.
I just don't see that happening because it's like nobody gets a lot.
Kind of like what was the point of Cody Rhodes losing in WrestleMania 39?
No, I know, but like that was just
Like-
on the bloodline agenda, But I'm saying like it just doesn't make sense if you have the heel chasing the babyface. It's never a good process. And the thing is, like,
unless there's a championship involved, then there's always a.
No, I know, but it's like it's not that compelling of a story.
Correct.
Because this is not.
Patty, pause.
Not pause.
All right, either way.
Yeah, maybe because we hear your background. What was I saying? No, I get that, but what I'm saying, Silver, is like, I don't know. It's like I don't know. This is weird. It's weird to explain because it's like you brought this guy back. It's like that's the point, and elevate Trick so he can actually get back or even like chase for a different title.
Because he needs a good reign with the U.S. title in order to elevate himself to that next level.
He won it at WrestleMania. It makes sense. Like it's been 100 days now. Underground, it makes no sense. Come on, man. But no, I don't know. What it is about Corbin is like, for the longest time I hated this guy because like I'm like, well, what's his purpose? Da, da, da. And I realized I'm like, oh, dude, he's just a standard big guy that actually has good moves, like deep six and like end of days. And then I realized it's like, oh, you give him any gimmick and he makes it work. So he's like the ultimate utility player, and I just see like him coming back as a big. Because this is the thing: when he came back, people were saying, "Holy shit!" Like they were actually legitimately like, "What the fuck? Like, he's back!" So it's like, why don't you ride on the momentum? Because I'm almost certain that like, yeah, you'll hear some boos, but like, it might actually be a mixed reaction. People might actually be like, "Holy crap!" Like Corbin did it, type of thing. And like, who would have thought Corbin would win a U.S. title in like 2026 type of thing? It would be just a big like revelation type of thing. And it doesn't even hurt Trick at all because Trick is like, he's just super over. He doesn't need the U.S. title. So maybe that's the way I look at it, but he can pass it on.
Pete
already said, I think.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't care about no 6'4" dark chocolate lemon pepper steppers. Dude, like I didn't like it from NXT. I mean, I guess like he is on the main roster, but still, I'm sick and tired of his lemon pepper steppers.
Hell yeah.
So I don't know. I'm thinking Baron Corbin would probably make more sense, especially with like if that's what the point that he's trying to drive home, all this new talent. Like he's like, oh, this new talent is weak. This new talent is that as well. I mean, if he just loses, that completely just destroys his point, and then like in a return. So like he, in a way, if he's gonna try to make a statement about that, he's going to need to win it. And on top of that, that could also create a new kind of dynamic where it is showcasing a split faction of new versus.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Silver, he's speaking for your generation, man. The old timers, the unks. He's talking to you, Silver, man.
Watch your mouth. Put some respect on.
Bro, I'm putting big respect on you, but I'm just saying, like, this is like your freaking 69th birthday. Like, come on. Where's the cookout?
You keep using the wrong number, you son of a bitch. Put some respect on my 67 years.
You're a lot older than you look, Silver. That's all I'm gonna say. That's literally.
I'm a lot older than I feel too, especially dealing with you.
Yeah, man. So it's like, hey, you know what? Out of everybody here, I'm gonna hit you at the end of this because I know you're gonna sell it, and that's facts though. So I will sell that to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
legs up and everything. I promise you that. Like you're gonna have to scrape me from the floor, like if you're doing it right. But anyway,
If I do it right.
It feels like a time-honored tradition where the new talent just buries the old talent. Because I think I can remember this as far back as when The Rock buried Hulk Hogan. Or when Randy Orton buried The Rock and McFoley. If anyone remembers that back in the Attitude Era,
yeah, we all
You mean Evolution versus Rock and Sock? Yep.
Evolution. Yeah, we know that. No, I get the point. It's like, this fits the criteria of basically like you're bringing Corbin in to kind of elevate Trick, but it's like, okay, well, what happens after that though? It's like you didn't create a compelling story if you have like Corbin lose. Like it could be like a no contest, it could be a double countout, it could be as well. Like you can't have like Corbin like lose clean. It just doesn't, Maybe you have like Trick cheat to win. I don't fucking know. Like he's been trying to dodge this whole like fucking end of days because he knows if he gets hit by that shit, he doesn't have the intestinal fortitude to kick out of that shit because it's literally one of the greatest finishers of all time. Like, come on. Like I remember to this day, the goosebumps, when this motherfucker, I didn't even know who he was. He looked like a guy from the crowd. He just came in the ring and it was like, Baron Corbin is making his debut on NXT. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, okay, he's facing the CJ Parker guy. I'm like, okay. Fucking what's it called? Ring the bell, ding ding ding. Like 10 seconds to the match, he hits the end of it. I'm like, what the fuck is that move? I've never seen a flatliner that fucking good. And then he just wins, and then the theme song starts playing, dun 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 dun, and then he was gone. And he's literally an enigma. And it was at that point I was like, oh okay, this guy and whoever the Ascension are, they're gonna be future stars in the future. Y'all remember the Ascension? That shit pissed me off because they had such a cool name. They were called the Ascension. God damn it. Oh, one of these days I feel like I need to do like a rewatch of like NXT from like basically when NXT became NXT to today, just to see if it is something where it's kind of like, oh, am I romanticizing how good NXT was back then, or was it actually like a hot product and creative and all this and that, and it just usurps everything that's just going on nowadays. But with that being said, though, what's the next match? Though?
Next match. Singles match to determine the number one contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor.
Ooh.
Now, as much as I love Finn Balor,
I know you do.
there's no way in hell I'm gonna pick Finn Balor over Sami Zayn after what happened to him with the whole CM Punk situation. Sami needs his fucking belt back.
Damn.
Sami Zayn.
I'm gonna go last on this because I'm probably gonna say something that's like so out of pocket that I'm like, okay, you know what, let's see if somebody's in the same thinking pattern as I am when it comes to this match. But.
Sora.
Or Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor. I want to see Finn Balor.
Ooh.
Why?
He's been actually doing pretty well, and to see him lose momentum would be kind of a shame.
Yeah, he's been winning a lot.
Oh, I'm gonna go by what I said originally though, and I said I could see Sammy winning just so he could just probably be embarrassed again when Finn actually cashes in the Money in the Bank. Sammy wins the belt from Punk, only to be cashed in on Finn Balor, who will eventually become WWE champion.
Damn.
I'm leaning towards Sami Zayn. It's going to be a fast-paced, fluid, work rate match, driven by Sami's urgent energy and Balor's ring precision. I suppose like the Judgment Day interference is going to be there, of course, but Sami will fight through the numbers advantage. So even if he's been losing momentum as a babyface, I think this is going to be an opportunity for him to regain momentum as a babyface.
Wait, clarify. What do you mean by the numbers? Well, clarify. What do you mean by the numbers? Because you said
The numbers.
Who has the numbers event?
Well, Judgment Day is going to have outside.
I mean, they might interfere with Finn. Finn's been out of the Judgment Day for a while. JG actually turned on.
Okay, so maybe that's not even going to make play here. Fine. Fair enough. I haven't been following close.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like it's not.
Yeah, ever since Finn got kicked out of Judgment Day, he's actually been doing.
Yeah, he's the babyface now. Sammy's I guess gonna play the bad guy in this match. But
I guess it's like a bit of a lesson here, where if you separate yourself from toxic people in your life, you tend to thrive.
True. You gotta shed the skin. I agree with that.
But one way or another, I think Sammy is going to connect with a Luba kick just to earn his way back to the championship table, setting up just like a compelling future clash against either CM Punk or Cody Rhodes. Probably.
Right. That makes sense. All right, should I go now, sir? All right, so I am in the agreement with what you guys are saying in the sense where, Sami Zayn needs to validate himself after the travesty that they spun upon him. But I think one thing everybody here didn't really factor in is this is SummerSlam that we're talking about. This is a number one contendership for the WWE Undisputed Championship. What are really the chances of Sami Zayn really winning the match when fucking Finn comes out as the demon?
Is it confirmed he's coming out as the demon?
It's not confirmed, but I'm saying what if?
Well, if he comes out as the demon, then I guess we know who's winning the match.
Exactly.
If he doesn't come out as the demon, then I guess we know who's winning the match.
No, I still see Finn winning regardless. Because
if you see Finn winning regardless, why does he need to bring out the?
Because it's SummerSlam. It's the big show. It's supposed to be if anything, the real WrestleMania of WWE. Because they always tend to make SummerSlam the better show in comparison to WrestleMania. So you're in a stadium. It makes sense. Make the demon a special attraction. When was the last time you saw a demon? WrestleMania.
All right, I just messaged Darius myself to see if he was coming on. And yeah, apparently he just needed the link, and I was.
Oh, did someone?
But he's been in the server.
Yeah, cause
I think he should, but yeah, I don't know what trouble he was happening on.
Yeah, tell him we're on Discord. If you know your Discord account.
I just click the double person plus symbol on the top right hand corner, and I just copied the link and shared it to him on the Facebook.
Okay. Hey, we get a surprise guest, man. This is gonna make show all the merrier.
Not so much a surprise, yes, it's like a late coming.
Oh yeah, and I do want to know his opinions on SummerSlam because maybe he's ecstatic or maybe he's gonna shed some insight that we don't know. But it's just that's what I was actually thinking in my mind. It's why wouldn't obviously it's not confirmed, and it's probably not going to be the case. But it's why would you not? That's what makes Finn so cool. Is the fact that he can just bring out the demon in the big stages. So.
For sure.
So I guess I'm gonna be. Actually, I'm not because me and Sora we're locked. We're tight right now. So it's two of us are Finn, but I think everybody else is Sammy, which is kind of crazy because I went against my Canadian boy. It is what it is. If Finn has his momentum, it's you can't scrutinize it. And I think what makes it cool is if you have Punk retain, then it's you have that that trilogy. in a sense where like they had the first match, they had the second match, now they can have the third match. So I'm more excited, and it builds the whole like like Sami Zayn being like, "What? The demon? I wasn't prepared for the demon. Oh my god, this is a conspiracy. It's a screw job. I know this company's against me." It just makes all the sense in the world. Like he has a lot to complain about if he faces the demon. It just rolls off the character, the gimmick, So, and fucking what you call it? Candice and Johnny Gargano can't be mad about that shit because he faced a demon. Like he has to tell the story. Like I didn't know I was gonna face a demon. I wasn't ready for that. Yo, Johnny, what do you think about that? And Candice is like, Johnny was petrified when he saw the demon. But that's still besides the point. We believe in you. You're really the last truth. By the way, they gotta stop doing that gimmick, man. Oh.
And here's
The dude. Like the dude?
the dude.
Oh snap. Oh snap. Yo, Silver, introduce it.
What's going on there?
My God, for the first
Guys,
time in what feels like forever, Marvel Comics has decided to bring back from the dead Howard the Duck, also known as the Dude Darius.
Now, how you doing, guys? Here you guys.
That-
This is great.
Because that profile picture, what the fuck am I looking at?
This is the profile picture of a guy that doesn't know how to make a profile picture.
It's over here. It's an albatross. Like, come on. I thought you would know what an albatross would look like.
Oh, I love it. I just love it. Just the troll. Like, just a random. You guys see me?
Yeah, we can see that. I
Okay.
guess not really, honestly. The light.
Holy shit, it's dark. Yeah, you gotta turn the light on if you want us to see you, man. It's a good thing. It's a good thing we're not recording.
Yeah, we're gonna have like the match card on screen. So, but basically, give him the insight. Like, tell them what we're doing.
So we have been predicting SummerSlam. We finished night 1. We are on night 2. The question for you is: are there any matches on night 1 that you want to give your quick opinion on, or
Oh no, absolutely. I'll definitely give opinions on some night 1 matches. I'll go over real quick just to kind of speed things up for you guys since y'all already went over it. But
Much appreciated.
definitely excited. I think that we always see some blood in that match. Hopefully, I know it's WWE. I know it's easy.
Oh, your mic is cutting.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, kind of.
In and out.
My shit
But
can't
it's
be
on the topic of like WWE like being PG and sort of like having that overall lack of blood. I'd say blood has still been more or less coming back, and when people actually get color, but they don't really stop the match immediately or anything like that. It just keeps going.
Right.
So yeah, if we see blood in the Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar match, that'll be a plus, and it probably won't really like not happen. So there.
Yeah,
And speaking of sponsorships, I'm kind of glad this happened because now we can get that sponsorship from In-N-Out Burger thanks to Darius's mic. Going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out.
Shake Shack's better. You sold your soul on that.
Yeah, but Shake Shack's not named In-N-Out, so it wouldn't have fit.
Oh my god. This guy sold his soul for the almighty dollar. I can't believe it.
I'm sorry, but this coming from the person who wanted to get a bunch of sponsors and advertisements because we've been off the air for a while. And we're making a grand return, so we need some more of those human monies, right?
Oh my god! But you don't have a retainer for that. Like, come on now.
I do have a retainer. His name is Cloud.
How do you guys think In-N-Out Burger even got its name, anyways? Were they actually watching A Clockwork Orange and they got inspired?
I don't fucking know.
It got inspired because one guy was eating a burger on the toilet and he was like, "Holy crap! Wait a minute! I think I have an idea." That's literally the lore.
And that is how Burger King was made.
I'll slap the shit out of you. You know Burger King was so good back in the day. You know that shit was no.
Yeah, sitting on a throne eating a burger, that's how Burger King made.
Okay, what do you guys say about Dairy Queen now? What do you guys say about? Come on, now you're out of the whole business.
To be honest with you, I've never really had Dairy.
Oh, you're missing out. Their Blizzard is actually really good.
That's what I talk about all the time.
So good. But no, we can hear you properly now, Darius. So, as you were saying about the Brock Nova.
Okay, great. I just want to make sure I had to turn because I had these shitty like $20 little earbuds that I was using at first. So I thought it was gonna work a little bit better. No, they didn't. But
No.
I think ultimately,
Lesson learned.
yeah, you guys can hear me much better.
Yeah, way better.
Okay,
And
great.
isn't Blizzard also a euphemism for something else?
What?
All I heard was Three's Company.
Oh.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Well, all I said was, like, hasn't a Blizzard also become a euphemism for something wrong?
Well,
Oh, absolutely.
Never heard of that one.
But absolutely, but the YouTube sponsors will slap the shit out of you. So I would kind of.
No, yeah, but someone kind of ruin our Five Guys sponsor because we had a Five Guys sponsor, but like he said some bullshit I wanted to record.
Oh, so you mean to tell me you're getting sponsorships behind my back? No wonder why I didn't know about Five.
No, you're the one that brought it up because you're like, I know these Five Guys. Like, come on now.
Fair enough.
Anyways, Darius, you can go.
Yes. For the Oba versus Brock match, I think that's going to be interesting. I think ultimately they're going to have put Oba over. I hope they put Oba over, and then I think that'll be Brock's last match for at least a while. And then you got Cody versus CM Punk, and I wish they had more of a story going into the match. They're trying to make it something better, but ultimately, I think I do see them putting the belt back on Cody again.
Damn.
I hope they turn him heel or make it interesting because just Cody being a babyface and holding the belt again, I think that's kind of boring at this point. And those are my two major.
Okay. And then what were the matches we talked about in night two so far?
So night two so far, we have talked about Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin for the U.S.
And
if you have nothing to say about that one, then we've also talked about Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor, number one contender for the undisputed WWE Championship, which is where we're currently.
Balor.
hell yeah. But are you saying what I'm saying though? Like he could be the demon?
That's why I don't know. I think what happens, I think he win the match, and then I think he'll actually try to wrestle as the demon for the title match. If that makes
Oh, that makes sense. Yes, it does. Yeah.
that's what I think.
Yeah, because why bring the demon out for a contender?
Exactly.
It's SummerSlam, but like that does make sense though.
Yeah,
Wow.
Darius brought up a good point on that one. Like,
That's what I was waiting for.
did everyone go or?
Yeah, we all went. We all, me, Sora, and now Darius agree with Finn, but everybody else said Sammy.
All right, so I'm gonna skip this one,
Any particular
just
reason?
because we've done two singles matches already, so like just to mix it up. Because the rest of the card is all singles matches except for one.
Yeah.
So like just to mix it up a little bit before we get to the main three. 5-way ladder match for the interim WWE Women's Championship. Every single person who qualified for this match won a match in a qualifier that took place on SmackDown between July 17th and July 31st. Quick note, not all 5 matches have occurred. So one of the matches is still to be decided. So Wikipedia says that it's Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill versus Chelsea Green versus Charlotte Flair versus the winner of Julia versus Lash Legend, which is to take place on this upcoming SmackDown on Friday.
Oh shit!
So
They can't fuck that up. They can't do that.
So what we're gonna do is first we're gonna predict who's gonna win between Lash Legend and Julia, and then who's gonna win the Fatal 5-Way. Does that sound good?
That sounds good. Who's going first?
Well, Darius is here, so he can start.
I'm judging you, Darius. Don't mess it up.
Oh, okay. So I'm
Yeah, but for the qualifying match, like, do you think Julia's gonna win, or you think Lash is gonna win?
I'm going to say Lash just because I think they push her more than they push Julia. Not that I don't like Julia as a wrestler, but I'm just looking at this from a perspective of who they're pushing more. I'm going to say they're going to push Lash. And if you want to ask me overall who's going to just win the ladder match in total, I would give it to Chelsea Green. God, hopefully. God, I hope they give it to Chelsea Green. That's all. Those are my predictions. But knowing WWE, they hate me, and they'll probably just put it on the person that I absolutely despise or don't care about.
Right.
But
And does that person's name start with? And does that person's name start with?
Oh God, if they put it, I'll vomit. I will vomit, projectile vomit on screen if they put the belt on Charlotte. I don't care if it's interim, and I have nothing against her, but I think we've been there and done that. How many times? 14 different times she's been the women's champion, and I don't know. I like Charlotte as a wrestler; she's great, but her as a champion, again, I can pass on that.
Damn.
That's my personal opinion. I have no problem with her being with us.
Finally, somebody other than me.
Don't worry. You lucked out. You lucked out, some because you know what.
I'm sick of it.
No. Hold on, Darius. I respect that, but you know if a certain somebody was here, they would have said otherwise, and it would have been crazy. You lucked out. That's all right. Oh, you lucked out. And you would have went crazy too with the storyline. You know what he would have said. He would have created a whole pantheon of why Charlotte should win. Oh my god. All right,
True. And me and Darius would have been sitting here projectile vomiting the entire time.
Nah, because you know when that person talks and they go in that type of detail, you have nothing but respect, and you just be like, okay, fuck it. Like that was just so
yeah, but that doesn't mean the projectile vomit wouldn't happen off camera.
off camera.
No.
Yeah,
As far as I'm concerned, I can go Charlotte out for win another women's title. I'm good on it. We've seen it. None of them are memorable. Can you really go back and just remember, like, beat for beat, the most important storyline elements of any major title run she had?
Hey, she was champion, and she created one of the greatest WrestleMania matches against Rhea Ripley. So
that match was awesome.
That all happened because Charlotte had to be champion. So like that's my 2 cents on that.
I'm not saying she's not talented. She can wrestle, but I'm just saying she can wrestle, no doubt. And that match with her and Rhea Ripley was amazing, especially that part where like they did that German suplex and Charlotte damn near almost landed on her freaking head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she got spiked. Yeah,
right. Like that shit was gnarly. Like I give her props in terms of the wrestler. It's nothing against her necessarily. It's the booking of constantly shoving her down the throat in the main event spot, or she would be injured for like 8 months or something, comes back immediately wins the title. She did that on like Ronda Rousey. She's done that a couple other times. And
Right.
I think that's a big problem within WWE because I believe it's not just her, but that's what makes the product feel stale because you keep seeing the same people in the same roles over and over.
But now this is the question I have: is like, has enough time has passed for you to kind of be like, oh, you know what? Like, I think enough time has passed to see Charlotte as champion.
No.
What about you, Silver?
I'm not even trying to say anything funny. I'm dead serious where I say that Charlotte can go the rest of her career without having to win another women's championship. I think she's past that at this point. I really do. Not to say that she's not talented or she's not, but I feel like we have to start elevating other women within the division.
All right, so this is where me and Darius differ a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she should go the rest of her career without winning another belt. But if she gets the belt back before Mania, it's too.
I agree. I'm not saying that she has to never hold her belt. Now I'm maybe a little bit.
Wait. Why does Mania have to be the point where it's like oh, if she makes it a Mania, then it's fine?
Because at that point enough time has passed. It's been
what?
When was the last time?
Exactly. If you can't remember, then it's been a long time. But like literally, the last time she won was like WrestleMania 38 or not 39, 30, the Rhea thing. That was the last time she was champion. And 39 was 39 was what year? There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a she hasn't been champion for 3 years.
That's a pretty decent amount.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying, and I feel like what also kind of changes a lot of people's opinion on Charlotte becoming champion is the dynamic that she's been having with Alexa Bliss. Like how like it's literally rejuvenized her career to the point where like she was heavily booed and people hit her, and it was kind of like Xbox heat to the point where like she has all the love and admiration from everybody, and she can still go, and she is still like probably the best like women's wrestler they have on the roster right now. So I feel like
And I agree
enough
with
time has. Yeah, but I feel like Chris has something to say.
I mean, is it even like X-Pac heat anymore? Because maybe that's outdated ever since Dom Mysterio heat started.
Right.
Because I think he got the loudest boos even more so than X-Pac.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Vicky Rare got the most boos though out of everybody.
Oh, dude. People legitimately, I hated Vicky Guerrero. They hated it.
Yup.
But where are we even at right now? Are we focusing on
the interim women. So first we were trying to figure out like who's gonna beat the last spot. Is it gonna be Lash? Is it gonna be Julia? And who do you see winning it? Like in totality, correct?
Well, I mean, Julia has been positioned as an elite international talent and potential star on the main roster. Right. Dropping a Spartan in a marquee SummerSlam multi-women match would stall her momentum. At least I think it would. And so, yeah, I just think the interim WWE Women's Championship ladder match already features a massive amount of powerhouses in Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair. Julia's high impact, stakes heavy, and aggressive in-ring style fills a distinct fast-paced void on the card, whereas Lash's powerhouse style would overlap with Cargill.
Indeed.
That's a good point. That is a good.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So, that being said, we look at it like Lash Legend's current storyline, which primarily evolves around her alignment with Nia Jax. And a loss here due to outside a distraction or miscommunication, potentially involving Nia's ongoing feuds with Jade Cargill or B-Fab. It just fits naturally to advance Lash's character to work without needing her in the title spot. So I'm kind of leaning towards Julia here. Right? She takes the win to complete the 5-way field.
Now who you see winning it?
Could be pinfall, could be submission. I'm not even sure.
No. He's saying now who do you see winning the ladder match for the interim women's championship?
Yeah,
Okay.
Now that you completed the field with Julia beating Lash Legend, who wins out of the 5? Stratton, Cargill, Chelsea Green, Charlotte Flair.
I'm thinking Tiffany Stratton. And the reason for that
Damn.
Hang on a sec here. I gotta put my phone on focus because someone tried to call me.
Right.
I want to say because Stratton herself is primed for a marquee title elevation here. And in a frantic scramble at the top, she is going to outmaneuver Charlotte Flair to unhook the title, establishing herself at the head of the division. How it plays out, I want to say expect massive spots, Jade Cargill executing power moves off of ladder rugs, Chelsea Green taking the comedic high-risk bumps, Tiffany Stratton aiming for the high-flying highlight reel moment off the ladder.
So basically, this has all the tools of just being matched tonight.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, that's
For the longest time, the women's division has really been overlooked and underutilized within WWE.
Oh,
there he goes.
Yeah, sorry.
so
All right, so let's make sure Pete's still awake.
Yeah, relax.
Pete's been a little bit.
he's still here. Come on.
I was just waiting patiently till my turn.
No, I know. But it is starting to get late, so we should probably
We have like what?
pick.
We have 3 more. Yeah,
We are on match. We are on match 3
Ahead of me, you know.
We have 3 more matches.
Yeah, one of them like we already know, like it's fucking pointless. But then
Yeah.
the other ones are gonna be interesting. Okay, but yeah, Pete, yeah, who do you think on SmackDown between Lash and Julia? I know who wins it.
Julia.
Hell yeah, my brother.
And then who wins the 5-way ladder?
I want Chelsea Green to win.
Damn.
2 for Chelsea.
That's what I said. That's the same thing I.
Okay.
Damn. All right.
Shout out to Canada. Hold on, man. Sorry.
To win, but I'm still leaning towards Tiffany.
No, but one thing I want to say before Sora goes, Chris has like a very good point in the sense of Tiffy, even though she is U.S. champion, that is her hometown. So,
Usually they have you lose in your hometown, though.
yeah, but I feel like they changed.
I mean, that being said, it could go either.
Yeah, I feel like they changed the norm on that because look at what they did with Elimination Chamber. Like that's what like I'm like, oh okay. You know, they had both AJ and fucking Punk win. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about you, bro.
Wait, you say that again? Derek?
No, I said that was my mistake right there. About that. It's like,
Yeah.
you brought up.
Yeah, because I think that's
Because
what you do in the TKO era. Like the Vince era was like, yeah, you just lose in your hometown. But TKO era, you win in your hometown. It's Sora. Floor is yours.
I'd rather have Julia win. Nia got screwed in her match due to interference. So that's how Charlotte got in. And we do know that Julia has somebody that would interfere in her match. So it could either cost her the match or DQ the match and causing her to win. So depending on what happens, I could see either or, you know. get put into the match. If Lash gets put in, I could see like Chelsea be like, "Hey, we've been like working well together, right? You, me, and like you just like all the other powerhouses like there's like just making that alliance with Tiffy, and then going for like a moment where like both Chelsea and Tiffy are climbing the ladder, and like Chelsea sees that and just like puts her like hands together and be like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to," well, and then the ladder gets like knocked out between like the two of them because of that distraction, because like Chelsea's like trying to stay on good terms with Tiffy or something.
She wouldn't push her off a ladder, yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
So that, and then because of the distraction, they get pushed off, and then later on, Chelsea would like somehow still win. Would be interesting.
Oh, so you going with Chelsea, sir?
Yeah, and if
Damn.
Julia's in there
Yeah.
instead of Lash, I kind of want to see Julia win.
Hell yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, depending on who gets put in, and depending on interference happening or not, because that is a possibility of interference based on Julia's.
Yeah.
So since you brought up Nia Jax, hilariously, Nia Jax was involved in 2 of the 5 qualifying matches for this 5-way.
I don't know.
First, she got disqualified in a minute versus Jade Cargill, and then she got disqualified again in her match against Charlotte Flair for another qualifying.
Who disqualified her?
It does not say who.
Mm.
Nia Jax re-entered the tournament after Charlotte Flair interfered in her match against Jade Cargill. So Charlotte Flair interfered in the Cargill-Nia Jax match, and then Nia got a second chance by fighting Charlotte Flair, and that match ended in a disqualification with Charlotte advanced.
Okay. Yeah, like
So Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair both advanced.
That is just dumb booking first and foremost. But the thing is, like, that's why I was gonna like almost like rant for the show, but I was like, I gotta chill out. But like, I have to say something on this shit because this is bullshit, bro. SmackDown has a plenty roster of women that you can easily put in this match and highlight for the show. Like, why? First and foremost, why is this a 5-woman ladder match and not an 8-woman ladder match, or even a 6? Like, you already did like an off number that you wouldn't really do for Money in the Bank. First and foremost. Second, you put your U.S. champion in the match. Make that make sense in a sense where like she should be defending that title on the show, not challenging for another title and becoming a double champion. So that's just like
This ladder match should be for the U.S. title. You're right.
Not for the U.S. title. Just Tiffy shouldn't even be in it.
But since Tiffy is in it, now make it for the U.S. title instead of a qualifier. Instead of a contenders match, or instead of crowning an issue.
Yeah, if it's connected to the contract that they're gonna pull down, or whatever it is. Like I don't know how to. Oh, no, it's not the contract. They're just.
Well, no, it's for the interim champion.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna also say too. What the fuck is this interim bullshit that they're trying to spawn on us? Like, and why do we even fucking care? Like, this is actually dumb booking.
Agreed.
If Rhea is fucking injured, why don't you just strip her the title like how you strip everybody else? And make this match for the title. What you're setting here is a precedence that fucking Rhea is a fucking, you know what it is. Like, it's not good.
Yeah, like, it's kind of like what happened when CM Punk walked out of the company. They created a new WWE championship, had John Cena win that from Rey Mysterio just for Punk to come back, and now we have 2 champions. Which one is real? And now you're gonna do the same thing with whoever wins this 5-way, and whenever Rhea comes back.
No, but
because both people will have a chance.
Yeah, but there's a big difference. Like, one was actually like for that Punk thing, that was the interim storyline done right, because it's like, oh, this guy was a part of our company. He won the WWE title. His contract expired. There's nothing us stopping him from like leaving. Like, he's gonna leave the title. Like,
would it be very fair to say it'd be similar to the Jeff Hardy, Sami Zayn IC title thing from 2021?
Yeah, you gotta remind me because like I love that.
Remember, I think Sammy. I don't know what happened, but I think Sammy had the vacated title. I think something, and then Jeff won it, and then he was like, "I'm the real IC champion," and we had that double IC title match.
Yes, but the thing is, the thing that made that cool is they did that because it was creative. It was something that like led to like Sami Zayn going crazy and like we got Fidel Castro, Sami Zayn from that.
Yeah, Fidel.
Yeah. Like I'm sorry.
I can't unsee that now.
That's creative writing. Here you were basically saying like, oh, if it was any other woman, they would got like their title stripped and this match would be for the title. But because it's Rhea, we gotta create a fake champion. What the fuck's wrong with this company? Like I hate that shit. Like I was already getting tired of Rhea, but now I'm even getting like I was already mad that she won at Mania because I think Jade should still be champion to this fucking day. Like if we're really speaking, like she's the one who's actively on television. She's actively having like her best year. You know, she's being scrutinized because like people just be like, oh, she can't wrestle this and that, even though she greatly improved. She has her own faction. She has it all. Like the company should revolve around her, or that SmackDown should be revolving. She should be like, you know, whatever the Cody Rhodes or the Roman Reigns. Are you gonna do this to Roman? You're not booking Roman the same way you're booking Jade. Like that's why I don't understand. So with this interim bullshit is like, I'll tell you why it's fucking bullshit. Because whoever wins ultimately still loses to Rhea. So what is the point of this? Like let that ass. Like it's so freaking stupid. And I don't like this idea. And it's like, yeah, I like it, the fact that it's like it showcases all these women and it's a SummerSlam, it's a ladder match. Like I'm never gonna say no to that type of shit. But make it for the title and put more women in it. And I'll tell you what women they should be fucking putting in this match. Candice LeRae. Freaking Jordan Grace. Where the fuck is she? Fucking Blake Monroe. Fucking, you have all these amazing ass women. Yet you're fucking spamming fucking Nia Jackson, Lash Legend? The fuck is this bullshit that we're talking about here? I'll be damned if Julia doesn't qualify for this. Because I'll be like, hey, like, you're real. That's another one, too. She should have just automatically been in this match. What they should have probably done, too, is have Tiffy defend her title with the people that I haven't even mentioned yet. Type of thing. So it's like you're kind of wasting that U.S. title on her because that could have been another women's match on the card that would have been more pointful than the next match we're going to be talking about. I'd rather see the women's U.S. title defending that fucking bullshit match that's on the card. So with that being said, how I see this go is like what Sora was alluding to, where it's like Lash is going to qualify because of some bullshit because Julia's going to get screwed because of the storyline that she's in. And with that being said, it's like, okay, so then who wins it? You can have all the women like kind of win except for Tiffany because you don't want her to be double champion. But then at the same time, it's like it's her hometown, so there is a chance where she can win, which is kind of dumb. Ultimately, you're setting up somebody just to loosen Rhea. So if that's the case, well, I might as well just continue the storyline that was already happening this whole fucking year. And have Jade win, and that's who's gonna win. Jade's gonna win. She's gonna be temporary champion until she fucking faces Rhea again, and Rhea's gonna beat her again, and it's gonna be the same old formula. And yeah, that's my prediction. Because just think about it like this: a lot of people are saying Chelsea. Are we really gonna see Chelsea versus Rhea? Like that's not practical. Tiffy, she's U.S. champ. That's not happening either. So then that only comes down to literally if Lash qualifies, which they. Wait, who left?
No one.
Oh, okay. Fucking there's a not like where he's like, I no. I did not sign up for this, but I'm being dead ass though, because I feel about this for every match in the card. But I'm like, this is so egregious that I have to say something, and I feel like you guys ultimately agree with what I'm saying. Because like, what the fuck's interim? I've never seen this shit.
Yeah.
If interim was the thing, you should have done that with Stephanie then. You should have done all these other women if you're gonna start the interim. You only did the interim bullshit because you realized like, oh, we're putting the rocket strap on Rhea because of for unknown reasons. Like it's fucking stupid. Anyways,
because she's mommy.
Yeah, but look, she's like a twig now. Like half the roster can fucking break her in half. Like this shit is bullshit. like how fucking Darius was feeling about Charlotte is literally how I feel about Rhea. I feel like with Charlotte, it's like she had her moments throughout her career that's like Vince fucking shoved her down the throat type of thing, but that's not even the person that she is anymore. Like she literally transformed into somebody else now. Now she's literally like she went from fucking being Hulk Hogan to fucking Bret Hart. Like, it's like, yeah, she's so popular, but but she's like, and she's putting people over. She's the only member of the maybe Bailey too, but like that's actually putting people over, a part of the Four Horsewomen. But with that being said, yeah, I got Jade winning. Hold on, let me see who would I not address in this match. So to think about Charlotte too, it's like Charlotte, and what they should do ultimately is have Jade win this, and then when Jade faces Rhea comes back, all bandaged or whatever, and then fucking Jade just destroys the fuck out of her, and her out is basically like, oh yeah, like I came back too early type of thing. So then you can build upon Jade versus Charlotte, the match that we should have fucking got at WrestleMania, the match we should have fucking got at SummerSlam, that they're fucking postponing this bullshit for fucking, I don't know, unknown reasons. And then you fucking have Charlotte win her fucking 15th title. Like, it's like, it writes itself. And I feel like they're going to drag that shit out to Mania. I want to see that shit at Survivor Series, personally. But, like, at the same time, it's like they're probably going to have a team, I hate to say it, Team Charlotte versus Team Jade. Yeah, because we can't have Raw versus SmackDown no more. So we're just going to have Jade and her baddies and 2 other fucking generic-ass heels against Charlotte, Alexa, and 3 fucking generic-ass babyfaces. Because we can't have nice things anymore. We can't fucking have Raw versus SmackDown no more. Brand supremacy is not a thing no more. But let's shove down War Games. Because it's War Games, and William Regal's not even the one saying the bullshit. Fuck, they should have kept War Games on NXT, man. Fuck my life. Anyways.
Shit, you can do brand supremacy within War Games. You could have Team Raw versus Team SmackDown and just make that the new Survivor Series match inside War.
Bare minimum. Bare minimum. Look, but the thing is, that's basic comprehension that this company doesn't have, Silver. They will literally be like, hey, that would be a cool idea, but I think the Bloodline, again, is a better idea. So let's do the Bloodline again. Because they're going to do that shit. The Bloodline is going to be Bloodline versus the generic babyface team once more. Like, and I hate to say we even broke it down. It's like, like if Jacob wins and his team wins and then Solo fucking, reverts or whatever, there you go. Roman, Usos, Solo, Jacob against whatever fucking tandem that you want to fucking build. And then for the women, you got, Jade and Charlotte. I hate to say it. But that being said, yeah, that's my little 2 cents on that. And I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but it's like, I just find it just like they're just like laughing at our faces with this match. It's like, oh, we're giving you what you want because you guys want a ladder match, but like, let's do it in the most convoluted way, have no payoff, and ultimately have no point. Because it's like, oh, you're just gonna be that fake champion until Rhea comes back. Fucking stupid, bro. I hate that shit. I hope I'm wrong. I'll be the first one to come back in the show and be like, damn. Not only was that match of the night, and they're actually treating this legitimately. They're actually telling a long-term storyline with the whole like Jade and Charlotte thing, and I'm like, oh wow, there actually is a payoff. Or even better yet, they have Julia fucking in this match, and they have her fucking win this shit, and they fucking have her fucking destroy the shit out of Charlotte, not Charlotte, but the Rhea when she comes back. That would be fucking awesome. Give her like basically the Stephanie push. Oh my god. Obviously elevating on that shit, but we'll see though. But ultimately, yeah, that's my take, and I think you're next. So.
I was about to say, how many people besides me have?
It's just you.
Just me. All right,
yes,
perfect. So let's start with Julia or Lash.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Before everyone went, I would have said Lash Legend.
Damn.
But reflecting on what everyone has said, and whoever brought up the whole like filling a void in the match, or like if Lash is there, then you have three powerhouses. I wasn't even thinking about that. That was probably the straw that broke the camel's back, to where I need to see Julia win this match against Lash Legends, so that we get that void filled and we get the best possible match that we can for this 5-way.
Okay.
So thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
With With that being said, now we have the 5-way. And for me, it is a 2-person race. I don't want to see Tiffany win because she's U.S. champion, like you said.
Right.
I don't, as much as it makes sense, I don't want to see Jade Cargill win because they've given her too much
Damn.
recently, like in the last few years.
Okay.
And she just won at Mania.
All right. No, she lost at Mania.
To who?
Rhea.
Okay, so then it would make sense for her to win to set up her and Rhea, champion versus champion. Who's the actual champion? That would make a lot of sense. Okay, 3-person race now. The other people are Chelsea and Julia.
Which was the majority choice. Yeah. A lot of people say Chelsea.
So, as much as I like her, I'm just going to go ahead and get Chelsea out of this conversation. So it's between what WWE seemingly wants to do and what I think would shake up the division more.
Mm-hmm.
WWE wants Jade Cargill so that we get Jade and Rhea of the rematch.
Mm-hmm.
I think the crazy outcome and the outcome that most people would not expect is you have Julia win this match. And now you have a whole smorgasbord of new matchups that you could do in the future with this women's championship. And if you want to bring Rhea into the fold when she comes back, you can do Rhea and Julia, where you have Julia beat Rhea and become the true champion. And then now you can do all this other new shit. So I'm gonna say Julia. But if Lash Legend beats Julia to qualify, then my answer becomes Jake.
Hell yeah. One thing I want to mention though, let's talk about the worst case scenario that happens in this fucking bullshit. The worst case scenario that happens in bullshit is when Julia doesn't qualify because external factors, and they have Lash in this match, and there's all these powerhouses, and then they ultimately just let fucking Lash win the match.
That would be worst case scenario. Second worst case scenario. Number one worst case scenario is
no, because at least with Tiffany, it's okay, she's still a U.S. champion. You're giving,
and now she has 2 belts, and now she's Becky 2 belts too.
No, but you don't get the point. What I'm trying to say is if whoever wins this is just a placeholder for Rhea, it's not too bad because if she loses, she still has the title. But with Lash, what they can tell is Lash wins and she's gonna be this formidable. They're gonna big her up as she's gonna be that dominant because she is that dominant type of thing. And then when she fucking loses to Rhea, it's you fucking destroy the fuck out of her, type of thing. It's you're just making a proverbial wall to be smashed.
Yeah.
That's worse than Tiffy. Tiffy has nothing to lose to be in this match because she already is champion. So if she wins, it's kind of a and one, and then she has that match for Rhea and then fucking loses. It's okay. Shit, I won in my hometown. I'm the winner. So Lash is we're doing this just so we can have this generic foe to face Rhea. But so that's worst case scenario. So I hate to say that. I'm telling you this. Knowing how stupid this company is, if Julia doesn't qualify, it just won't surprise me a lot. I'm not sure. But moving on.
All right, so next up, and probably the dumbest match name I've ever seen, Dominic Mysterio versus Danhausen in a human monies on a pole match, where the winner will keep the $100,000 US dollars that Danhausen stole from the Judgment Day. After, I believe, on Raw, Judgment Day got the money back, but now it's being put on a poll for SummerSlam.
And these motherfuckers, Vince Russo's not writing the shit. Yeah, okay, sure. You know it's on the poll too.
I mean, shouldn't have already been over after they got the money back.
That's what I'm saying. Just because of that, I want Danhausen to win. Just to say fuck.
And as much as I love these segments with Danhausen, hey, I don't really know what they're really going with here. Like, why even bother with it? They got it. That's what they wanted. Why stipulate?
See, you can do this match, Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio. Get rid of the fucking pole match. Just do a regular 1v1 with nothing on the line. Like Danhausen went through JD McDonough. Now he's gonna go to Dominic. It writes itself. Why do we need the fucking pole?
Because someone's gonna dance, baby.
Not only why do we need the fucking pole, why do we need the human monies? And more importantly than that, why am I black?
I knew you were gonna say that. We lost the sponsorship. We lost it.
But do I do the first prediction or should else?
I already did the first prediction. Danhausen wins. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, sure.
All right, Chris. Yeah.
Go.
Well, all right. I mean, I think it's going to play out with heavy crowd involvement with relentless boos for Dominique, especially
Dominique. No, you had it right.
You had it right the first time. Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say expect teeth jarring curses, distraction tactics, and comedy spots early before the Judgment Day antics creep in. But I think this is really also going to maybe quite possibly break Danhausen's winning streak. Dirty Dom's going to win. I think he is anyways. He's probably going to use the classic heel tactics, either a cheap shot behind the referee's back or outside leverage, just to steal the victory from Danhausen.
Yeah.
And so I think this is just one of those cases where it's possible where at least it's going to be a believable match for Danhausen.
Pete.
Wait, Chris.
Got a counter?
No, me. What were you saying, Pete?
Danhausen.
How does he win?
Placing the curse on him.
I mean, that's all it's going to take. Also,
Nah. I got you, Pete. I got.
I mean, I can also see Dom winning, but with a twist. Even if he wins, still.
God. What were you saying, Silver? What do you mean?
Nah, I got Pete. Dominic's gonna lose because of the curse. The curse is gonna be Dominic tries climbing the pole to get his somehow his trunks get stuck on the pole and Dominic Mysterio literally becomes the flagpole for Danhausen to climb over to get the.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't.
This is the one match I feel most invested.
Yo, Pete made me laugh on that. He didn't say he would hit his finisher. You get him one physical move on him and be like, he just got cursed. Alright.
Hey, Pete, remember that's a pole match, which means you got to retrieve the thing from the pole.
Alright, so.
Then if you want to be very serious, then I guess I'm going to say.
PP, your mic. Can't hear you. Your mic is messed up. Yeah.
Never mind. Just go to Chris.
That's already one. I'll go. No, I agree with what Pete's saying. You know, you put the money on the pole. You know, referee rings the bell. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, nothing happens. What the fuck? And he climbs. He goes to the pole, gets that shit, and then Dominic gets struck by lightning bolt, like by fucking like Thor fucking bullshit, and then he gets fried. And Danhausen climbs, he pulls the money, or actually he doesn't even climb. Like basically the money falls on him, and then he just wins. Danhausen wins. And then human money, you know, it's a lot of fuck that. But so real quick is like, so this is news to me. I thought this was just gonna be a normal 1v1 match, but then it got announced that it's money on the pole. I don't know where the announcement came from because I've never heard of that shit. So I don't like. I didn't even think that was real until like you said on the. So I don't know how real that information is, but and another thing too is, well, makes us why he doesn't deserve to be on the card. Why are they fighting for the money when fucking Dom has the title?
He has the AAA title, right?
Yeah, why can't that? Yeah, why can't that be defended as something?
Good question.
That's what I'm telling you. This is company retarded. That's like, it's like, what more can we say? Like,
I don't know. Why isn't equally retarded, like you said before? Why isn't Tiffany defending the US?
that's what I'm telling you. They're just like, that's what I'm telling you. It's like, no, I don't know.
This company is retarded number 3 to even further prove your point. Why is the women's ladder match for an interim championship? Just crown a new
champion. Yes. Finally, Silver gets. Like, no, you got it before, but like now you're iterating. It doesn't sound like I'm just a mark. I'm serious. Like I'm here. Like, yo, am I just really overreacting? But like, no, it's really fucking stupid. Like, it's beyond like basic comprehension.
It is incredibly stupid.
You know, I wouldn't. Silver, would I book that for NCWF? I wouldn't do that.
Almost as incredibly stupid as our new sponsor. Beavis and Butthead Does America Part 3. Coming to theaters in 2027.
Wait, like Beavis does Dallas? Like Debbie does Dallas?
Oh, they did previous to that?
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead do Austin.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, Darius is not here. The joke doesn't land.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you were ribbing me, I thought it was actually.
No, the Silver made up.
Yeah, I said the movie was called Beavis and Butthead Do Austin, but Darius is not here to represent.
Yeah, that would have been the joke. But now moving on though to.
So,
I believe. Oh, sorry. Oh, I forgot.
I mean, I've been an advocate for Danhausen the whole.
Hell yeah.
We need it officially said though. You're saying Danhausen wins?
We all saying it. Yep. Not a co-main event.
The co-main event for night 2.
One thing about Danhausen though.
What?
Has he figured out how to use the crypto thing that he got from?
No. You know. Yeah. And then they watch NXT. That's what I'm telling you, Silver. Like, he's on all 3 shows. We're literally Shiloh Hill, the guy who basically is like the Joker, but like literally, like, you know, I'm talking about like who played the Joker, Heath Ledger, like the Heath Ledger of NXT basically, and but, you know, he went to Danhausen and said, you know, hey, somebody do that, I need tooth. Okay, I have a whole jar of tooth. You can take whichever you want, and then he's like, okay, you pick one. Picks one, he gives him one. He's like, this ain't for free, you know, I need some human monies. And he's like, damn, I don't got no human monies. I do have this USB that has Bitcoin. And he's like, Bitcoin? I know it's stolen, but like you can figure it out. And that's like
I mean, could
You could,
this mean that he doesn't see cryptocurrency as tangible human monies?
he doesn't.
He
I mean, he accepted it, but then he had a hard time trying to put it in somewhere. He couldn't figure out how to put it.
You could have
put
figured
it
out
in
how to
the
put
computer.
the USB in the file. Yeah.
He actually does have his own cryptocurrency that he's really putting all this human money.
Wait, so you invested in Dogecoin, right?
Fuck.
Sponsor. There you go.
Oh, hey, what happened to Darius? Do you have?
No, he literally left, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if
You say what now?
and didn't say a word. So maybe one of y'all can message either you or Pete. He just left.
When I need to do my investing, I use our other sponsor, Acorn. It's a investment app that literally rounds up any purchase you make, stores that money in a wallet, and then invests that money into different stocks and like cryptos and things like that. So all my investing is done through that.
That's actually cool. You also said you had the Ozempic membership too, right?
Used to, and then I got high, and then I got high off Ozempic, and it worked a little.
Oh my god! You know who's actually the big success story of Ozempic?
Who?
Jelly Roll.
True.
Do you see him now? Like, yo.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like, I thought he was in 500 pounds, and he's like literally what? He's literally your weight now. So I'm skinnier than you now, actually. I don't know. Like, it's scary. But yeah, the co-main event.
And like one more thing I'll say about Acorn is you can even invest in, and you can even use Acorn to create a Bitcoin EFT.
Ooh, that's actually cool.
If you so chose. So yeah, Acorn, try it out. They are.
That's basically a tax-free saving account. Basically, what you're saying, right?
Well, I mean, it's not so much a savings account as it invests your loose change, or like it rounds up all your purchases to store that money in stocks, bonds, crypto, however you allocate it, and your loose change can build up over time into real savings that grow as the stock markets grow.
You sold all your NFTs, right?
I sold my what?
Oh, your NFTs, right?
What are NFTs?
Oh, okay, never mind.
Is that part of?
Yeah, it's a new thing where basically the whole like fucking this generation where it's like, oh, you want to own something, you can put money into it, and it's something like digital that exists. So it's like, oh, this certain art.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
If I can't physically hold it and I can't access it, it's not. If I had it,
Too much.
mute yourself, motherfucker.
You trying to shine in. You trying to shine in.
If you want to chime in, then speak. Otherwise, mute yourself, motherfucker.
No. All right, so you can finish your.
No.
Well, I mean, I was going to tell you that South Park did an episode on it when they sort of did like a future tense episode, and Butters was apparently an NFT con man.
Chris knows what I'm talking about.
And he actually became like
That's pretty good.
a true avatar for chaos, so, like he always wanted to be when he was a kid.
Yeah, because he's Dr. Chaos.
Commander Chaos or something like that.
Professor Chaos. Professor.
Oh my god, bro. That's how you know it's been so long. I said Doctor.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? You know why I said Doctor Chaos? You know I'm excited for the Avengers. That's all I'm gonna say. That.
Yep. Doctor Doom in the.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, oh, okay, you didn't get scammed, Silver. Okay, congratulations. All right, next match.
Speaking of possibly getting scammed.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with Pete on this one.
Ooh.
Because I'm kind of curious what he thinks. Singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Penta defends the IC title against the one and only holder of, or one half of the holder of the 7th most highest rated WWE match of all time on the Meltzer rating system, Mr. Chad Gable.
Chadwick
Boseman Gable.
All right.
I'm going with Gable.
Hell yeah.
Explain yourself.
Well, I think they're finally gonna correct the wrong that they did in 2023 when, fucking Sammy stole what should have been Chad Gable's moment at WrestleMania 40, but I digress. So they're gonna actually right that wrong. Secondly, I mean, they didn't have this apology tour for nothing. Why would he be doing this apology tour if they're not gonna win a title?
Hey, that's a very valid point. How do you see Chad winning?
With his finisher, what's his finisher again? Are they ankle lock?
Chaos.
Chaos Theory then.
Yeah, because if you say ankle like that, we see tapping him out.
He could. And I'm gonna go next.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, like, when I said I'm so glad this match is actually happening, I was referring to this match.
I'd imagine so.
Because as soon as I saw that, I'm like, after the performance Chad had in AAA, he's gotta get an opportunity like this.
A match that actually makes sense on a Summerslam. Wow.
Because his whole journey has been learning and replicating the lucha libre style into his own thing and becoming the greatest luchador. He had that match with the Grande Americano. The way you follow that up is to have him face one of the greatest luchadors of today to become champion again, which he's been trying to do for years now. So this, if done right, is a full circle moment where Chad Gable finally reaches the top of the mountain, and he does it by beating a luchador that he's been studying for a while now in Penta. Have Chad win this match, please, WWE.
Damn. Felt that so. But who you passing? Unfortunately.
I am passing it on to.
Oh, perfect.
I'm already regretting it because of your mic, but okay.
Wait, what?
Your mic's cutting in and out.
We need a sponsorship to get Pika a new mic.
I'm telling you, if Pika invested his money properly in Acorn, he'd be able to afford a new mic.
That's it.
You just came back. You're still cutting in.
I'm still good.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Right now it's okay.
Oh, right now it's okay. Okay, that's weird. Let me know when it ain't, because
I will, and I did. And here we go again. Now it's doing it again.
Pass on somebody else while I fix it.
Hi, I'm somebody else. So, Chad's Americano Grande run was pretty good, and instead of being on Raw and SmackDown, they should just remake ECW and invite him to the ECW. But it would be cool to see Chad Gable win. He actually came a long way.
Yeah, he has.
ECW, ECW.
All right, so I want to say Chad Gable's going to win. I think he's going to get his crowning moment, catching Penta in a tight roll-up conversion or submission force to capture the international championship. Sorry, intercontinental championship. Whatever. Does anybody even pay attention to what these other titles are? God.
There are a lot of titles in WWE. It is true. It is damn true. There's too many titles in WWE right now, to be honest.
But how it plays out, I think there's going to be technical prowess against lucha libre athleticism. Gable will target Penta's legs and put up an ankle lock, while Penta counters with brutal arm snaps and high flying slaps. But overall, I think Chad's going to come out.
Hell yeah. Is your mic fixed?
Is it?
Well, we'll
You
find
let me
out
know.
as you talk. Right now, you're.
All right. So far, so good. I'm assuming. All right. So I'm gonna keep it short and simple to the T. Chad Gable's the American Luchador. It is his destiny. He's come a long. Oh my God, he's come a long way, and he deserves it. So I think his time is now. Without
God damn right.
And if there's anything more I could say, I don't know, but America. I'm gonna say this. Fuck the whole story. On principle because of
Uh-oh, here we go again.
No.
I think your stories. I think your stories are getting canceled.
All right, is it still cutting it?
Yep. Well, right now you might.
Okay, so basically what I'm saying is his theme songs by principle alone is he needs to win because of his theme song. That's all.
Perfect.
You will see whatever we watch show, you'll be like, hell yeah, because it's gonna hit like crack when he wins, and that's all.
Main event of night 2. Singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship. The challenger, Seth Rollinikus, versus the champion, Romanique Reigns. Who wants to go first? Because it's not going to.
Ain't gonna be me either.
Should I go?
Go for it. You volunteer as tribute.
All right. I think Roman's going to win. I mean, as much as I can appreciate my cousin Seth, who looks a lot like me, with the long hair and beard.
Oh, God, he even dresses like you, too. Oh, my God.
You say what?
He even dresses like you, too.
I dressed that last year.
It's like, Patty's like, I resemble that remark. Fuck you.
But in any case, I mean, I think Seth is going to come close enough to taste victory. A little bit similar to the beginner matches that Eddie Guerrero, Perry Saturn, and Chris Benoit all had when they fought DX back in the Attitude, when they were trying to get in, but were pretty much denied, and then they got in anyway. I think it's going to be a little bit similar to that. But Roman just finds another gear in the closing moments, hitting a decisive spear to shut down Rollins and continue his reign into the fall. How it plays out, I think it's just going to be a bunch of psychological callbacks to every major milestone of their careers, the chair shots, the Shield entry through the crowd, the signature reversals. Seth is going to push Roman to his absolute psychological limits, countering the spear into a curb stomp.
So kind of like the last match they had, where Seth came out with the Shield theme and attire, and basically did every Shield trick in the book to play mind games.
And reuse those mind games, and ultimately Roman's.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how the story goes.
Roman's winning.
How?
Not a clean victory, like always. Interference from the Bloodline, interference from Solo and LA Knight's gang, to a point where Roman is actually going to beat him this time.
Does he pin him or does he tap him out?
Pins him.
Okay. I respect that answer. There's no more I can say.
I'm gonna look at this a little different.
Okay.
So yes, Roman's gonna win because obviously Roman's gonna win, but just because of how much I dislike this man Seth Rollins, this is one of the rare times I'm gonna say that I would not be against a submission / pass out finish, and I kind of want to see Roman bring back when he went to. Just because we see the spear and Superman punch too much. That let Seth's mind games bring him to the point where he has to bust out the guillotine for the first time in a while as the end game move for him.
Right.
It's like the mind games are so much that the only way to shut Seth up is with the guillotine, because he hits the spear, Seth kicks out. He hits the Superman punch, Seth kicks out. He hits the Superman punch spear combo from the corner, Seth kicks out. What do I have to do to beat this man? Oh wait, I could just choke him out. Boom, and that's how Roman survived.
I like that. That's a great finish.
It could happen.
So we'll save the best for last.
So Roman has Jacob Fatu in his corner now, and just the whole fact that Roman wins, you have War Games with possibly LA Knight and Seth Rollins trying to get along with each other. That probably just gonna say Roman wins, and I have no clue what they're doing for War Games.
We know what they're doing for War Games. It's just who's going to be on the other team.
Yep.
And honestly, what's WWE even going to do with Seth Rollins if he wins?
Nothing. They don't got no plans of when he wins. So.
Yeah, and even if it looks like Roman is being written into a corner here, I think it would pretty much even be more of a dead end for Seth.
That is true. But I do like the. Actually, I'll be completely honest. I don't particularly like this match being, the main event for Summerslam Night 2 because it's a match. But how is this the be-all end-all match when this ain't the most exciting match in the? That's for one, and for two, we all know what this match should have been. Because we talked about this. What's the whole point of winning the King of the Ring when literally you can't get your opportunity at this should have been a situation where like Oba does double duty. Because if anybody double duty, it like literally they basically stripped him of his title opportunity, relegated him to potentially even be the main event or not be the main event for night one. To basically, what? Y'all remember the Shield, right? Yeah, the Shield, right? Yeah, we don't have the full members of the Shield to actually make this actually a memorable program. So we're just gonna do this, and you're gonna enjoy it whether you like it or not. And who cares if who wins? Because at the end of the day, they're both playing the same character, not rootable individuals. They're both like basically of society's ass. I could care less about this feud. I can care less about their characters. I can care less about their performances. I can care less if they both break their legs. Like both MCLs. This is an abomination of a match on this card, and I can get like people being like, "Oh, you're going too harsh and this and that." This is an example of them just not knowing what to do, and they're just gonna just do things that they want to do because it's like, hey, welcome to. So, but with that being said, the one time they actually did something that was entertaining was like I guess the contract signing, where they basically have like Roman just that should have necessarily like the best moment because they basically did irreparable damage to Seth Rollins' character and his ego, and it needed to be said in a sense where like the company doesn't see you how they see me. I'm the top guy. You're not the top guy. If you win the title, you're just gonna hold the title until you get injured again. Wah wah. Like that's all you're like worth. You're basically just a walking injury. Oh, and another thing too. You're such a bad wrestler that when you want Money in the Bank, you fake an injury to win. How's somebody like to beat me? You freaking ended this guy's career. You can't look at Seth the same anymore. Like, this guy has fans, so be it. But like, he's just a walking theme song.
Yeah.
He used to be a good performer. He used to have a good character, what you call the Messiah character. But it's like now he's just, just a regular male. Welcome to Monday Night Raw and something. Like he has no just walking theme. So
True.
I just feel like we're in a Seth Rollins / Roman Reigns vortex that we need to get ourselves out of. And the one saving grace of the show that we would have loved seeing was Roman versus Oba, because they would have then basically showed us like, oh, would WWE pull the trigger on Oba? Are they treating him like he is actually a big deal? Is he actually the next? But we're just never gonna know now because they took that. So I feel like this match is just gonna be like a walk-in abortion. I don't care about anything that comes from this. If this match gets canceled, it's probably like a plus, honestly, at this point, because you could probably have something else main event that's probably more practical on the show. And yeah, I'm choosing nobody, honestly. But if I have to choose somebody, then Roman, because Roman brings his win back. End of story. Because he can never beat Seth, apparently. Oh, a guy who's holding a title for like 1,300 days or whatever, he can't beat Seth. Yes, Seth Rollins can't even beat Punk without a briefcase and faking an injury. Like, what the fuck? Like, what type of fucking, lackwater fucking stuff? That's all I'm gonna say. This is just a walking joke, and that's all I gotta say. And I know you guys are gonna be thinking I went too far, but I'm just tired of seeing these guys. Like how you guys are like, or some of you are tired of seeing Charlotte just like winning titles. I'm tired of these guys being on my television because these guys are more overexposed and nothing actually changes. At least for Charlotte, it's like, oh, that was her goal since day one, just to be your father. Okay, cool. What the hell is Roman's goal? When like he would be retired. Like you shouldn't be had a 13 title ring and you're still champion. And Seth, you're just a walking theme song. Like both of y'all just retire. But yeah, that's my say. It's gonna be an event, buddy, and yeah, I got Roman winning. What'd you think, Silver?
Perfect.
Okay.
Now, does anyone have any last comments that they want to make before we wrap this up?
Any shout outs or anything?
The floor is open. It's one at a time.
You can give it to somebody. Give it to you.
Let me percolate it for.
You got to. Oh wait, what? What did Chris?
I said, let me percolate for a little bit before I say something here.
Oh no, you're cool. You're cool.
Sora, do you have any final?
There's too many people and not enough people showcase.
Thank you. I totally agree.
Actually, Pika, take over for a minute.
Take over. I can, yeah.
Because I'm gonna just.
All right, I will. So, hopefully, anybody who's made it this far, we appreciate all the support and love, and we're hoping that this show basically gets the same type of viewership that it did, prior to the us taking the hiatus, because obviously at the beginning of the show, we had like technical issues and such, but we've been following the product, and I hate to say it, like since Mania, it just feels like it's been up and down, up and down, up and down. Like nothing has really been like a standout moment since Mania, and I feel like even Mania itself was kind of like pigeonholed to be just an okay show, and we're just fingers crossed and hoping and praying that Summerslam, at least like on paper, just looks stupid as hell, but then when we actually watch the show, they just give us like a show we'll be like actually one of the Summerslams we've ever seen type of thing. But one thing I will say though, as a plus, I'm happy that there is no celebrities on the show. They kind of realized their mistake in the sense of just being like, okay, we need to just stack these shows with like all these celebrities that we don't really care about. But they're actually giving us the wrestlers, somewhat that we want to see. And now matches, the IC title match, that's going to be a really good match. The baby title, like it being a lukewarm build, Cody and Punk are going to go crazy, and it's going to probably be the best world title match on the show. The women's ladder match is going to be good for what it is. Part of the fucking men's they did like years ago, no, because they fucking destroyed the whole tag team. But at the end of the day, like this is the era that we're living in. We're living in an era where repetition, keep the same formula, do nothing that's exciting. If you want things to be exciting, watch the fucking developmental show, because that's where we actually take risks. And shout out to Shawn Michaels too, by the way. That man knows how to show, man. But
honestly, NXT is more than just amateur hour. The Gold brand really thrive if you give it a chance.
And Chris, wait, Chris, are you an avid watcher of NXT?
I've watched a bit of NXT, but I haven't been following it too much.
I would highly recommend just watching just the clips.
But now that I've had some time to percolate here,
yeah,
I want to say that after you've used talent for such a long time, and especially in the case of Roman Reigns, he's done enough. I'd say just like maybe let him have this last moment. Go ahead and put him in the Hall of Fame. Let him retire. He doesn't need to keep going, especially if he's only working one night out of.
Exactly. That's what gets me mad, because in my mind is like they're just riding the fucking nostalgia tour. Like everybody, they show up, they're like, oh, OTC, whoa. It's like, what are y'all about your nicknames and your theme songs? Nothing. Y'all just moving on aura, man. That's not cool, man. Because they're both basically playing the same character. Like, anything you can do, I can do better. I'm better than you. It's your fault that your career ended up the way it did. It's like too much victim blaming and all that. It's like it's too melodramatic to the point where it's like, who cares unless fucking Dean Ambrose is like a special guest referee? Like, why do this match? Like, who cares? Like, that's the point I'm in right now. It's like, you could save this match, or you kind of be like, yeah, who cares? Like, don't do this match if you can't get like the full Shield package. If that's your build up to the story. But
where's the lie?
But yeah.
Oh boy! Well, this was definitely a fun show.
Amazing show. I'm happy we're back.
Me too. I've missed this. I really have.
Oh yeah.
Special thanks to the return of Christopher Patty,
Hell yeah.
the return of Sora, the return of Pete,
When he wakes up.
the return of Mr. Pete.
Hell yeah. And our special honor guest.
Our special honored guest, Mr. Darius, who joined us briefly before saying, "Fuck you, your show's not good enough for me to finish the rest of it."
Yeah,
So
that's humbling.
he'll learn. He'll learn.
No, that's humbling. That's humbling.
He'll learn he'll learn when I Batman his ass at the.
No, he'll learn when that check doesn't clear. That's what he'll learn.
Well, yeah, when that check gets bounced.
Yeah, then he'll learn.
And thanks to Pete as always. I am Silver.